Happy Monday, everyone! I'm not gonna spend too much time in the start room because I guess I have. Hold on. How much time do I have today? Maybe a little under 3 hours. Probably right at 3 hours. I have a meeting at 3 p.m. PT. So I'll probably want to wrap things up no later than 2:45 PT. So yeah, I believe that puts me pretty much right at 3 hours. But I hope everyone had a good weekend. Mine was relaxing and nice. I did do a game recording on Saturday to wrap up Hermit and Pig because I didn't do that on Friday. And then I was like feeling a little burnt out on just playing games and doing stuff. So yesterday I didn't think about gaming at all. I didn't do gaming at all. I just enjoyed the day. I spent a lot of time outside. It was really lovely and refreshing. So I hope everyone else had a lovely and refreshing weekend. I am just gonna jump right in so we can spend the most time gaming as possible. One little update is that I did figure out that Twitch had a setting for the stream cutting out in case of stable internet where it won't because right now the couple of times my stream has cut out, it splits the videos on the Twitch page. I don't know how it handles it like during the actual live stream, but at least afterwards it shows it as separate videos. But I did find a setting that gives it 90 seconds to reconnect and it'll keep it all under the same video. And then I updated some OBS settings to try to reconnect at a slightly faster rate. So I'm hoping that helps just in case the internet is weird again and there's like a little cutout. So we're improving things slowly by slowly. I'll go ahead and get this pulled up. My next goal is to add some music to the start screen, or even maybe this little part, but I'm not in a huge rush to do that because I don't leave it on that screen for very long anyways. Okay, let me load up the game. And hopefully it will appear on OBS and I won't have to restart it. There we go. I always get nervous about this. I should have the game pulled up before I open OBS or start the stream. All right. Audio looks like it's going. Video looks like it's going. Stream looks like it's going. I gotta do all the checks. All right, so last we left off, I think I took some notes on what I wanted to do next. Well, we made it into the tea shop. Finally, day 3, made it into the tea shop. Huge. And we discovered some things. There's a secret passage that I wanted to go back and check out because I'm guessing that connects to the city below. Perchance, perhaps. But then we also lifted up a table where it was like, do this last. And there was a burnt elf there. And Snell and the cleric were kind of freaking out about that. Because elves are rare. And for one to have been there and to also have died, that seemed really bad to them. So we're now in Viskin's Lich House again. And there's some things we can like go speak with dead now because I have level 3 spells. I can speak with dead to the elf, and then I want to go back and explore stuff, and we can go into the city below. We recruited the Celestial Angel to join my party when we go to the city below to look for the witness. And then I also have a pretty good idea of where we can find the owner now because we'll be able to gain access to the guild house, the guild warehouse. I'm pretty sure I took notes on what I wanted to do. Now I just have to find it. But I think I can remember the stuff anyways. I'm checking my phone notes, but maybe I wrote it down. I might have done it the old-fashioned way. It might be in my journal. It is! So I have check out the secret chamber in the shop, I need to talk to Lady Sageleaf with the updates. Speak with Dead for the Dead Elf, the Guild Warehouse, and then I'll go to the city below. So, yeah, pretty much all stuff that I could remember, except I need to talk to Lady Sageleaf as well. Also, there's a character I haven't found here. I'm intrigued by that. Where could they be? Maybe they're further in the city below. Okay, so this is my latest one. I've got my decaf latte, so we are all set. Saribot is here, protecting us all. I forgot this initial load screen always wants you to click something to progress. I believe I got the spell. Speak with Dead. No, I didn't. I need to talk to Viskin to get it. What is Crusader's mantle? Holy power radiates from you in an aura with a 30-foot radius, awakening boldness in you and all other friendly creatures. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you, centered on you. While in an encounter, you and all allies add 1d12 to all ability checks. Interesting. But I only get one 3rd level spell slot. Alright, Viskin. Give me that spell. Oh, should I show him the mimic? Let's do it. I found this mimic in the city below. A mimic, he repeats. Oh. The creature peeks out of its folds. Scary thing. Master beware around this one. How very, very quaint. You pick up familiars at an alarming rate, cleric. I'm certain you will handle that monstrosity well. I hope you're not implying I'm also a familiar, Snell says. The pale man does not respond to the goblin's comment. Yikes. Okay, tell me about the dead elf. Yes, cleric. There are a few points to go over. 6 points of interest, to be precise. He hands you a piece of paper with the points on them. Tell me which points you wish to go over. Oh boy, you have control. You like this. The goblin groans. Don't give him choices. We'll be here forever. Go from 1 to 6 in order. Begin with the least interesting. That'll keep you engaged and the most susceptible for information gathering. Start with the most important first. You need to know this. Okay, this has 8 points. Point 1, the transfer. Point 2, folk identifier. It's an elf, right? Point 3 just says sex. The sex of the elf. Point 4, mouth intact. Point 5, Ilum identity. Point 6, the hands. Point 7, the cause of death. Point 8, it says clerical compensation. I want to do point 5, Ilum identity. This elf is clearly of Ilum nature. Getting in contact with the embassy would be smart. Or foolish. I'd suggest speaking with Nicholas Darrow, or his Valkyrie. I'll definitely talk to the Valkyrie instead. Yeah, sounds like trouble. That embassy is on the other side of town. Plus, they're not exactly known to be too welcoming to inquiries. Mouth intact? It is. Which means you are able to cast Speak with Dead, cleric. I need some help with that. He nods. I'll see what I can do. Next point. The transfer? Yes, it went fine. The body was ruined, of course, but still intact enough, thanks to the charring. That gentle repose did what it should. I then had a subordinate carry the corpse, wrapped in a yim silk, a special fiber material. With minor damage, the transfer was completed. What's yim silk? Thread spun by the elusive and corporeal giant spiders of the Yimian burrow forest. It is a useful material in all manner of factory settings. Interesting. Point 2, folk identifier. It's an elf, right? Yes, your preliminary assumptions were very much correct. While even the teeth had been ruined, the fangs presented as clear evidence. This is an Ilum elf, one without horns or other bestial alteration. The sex one? Yes, sex. Surprisingly difficult to determine in elven folk. Strength goes, sex would be nice. Not with anyone in this place, though. God damn it. What does the info say? Sex, survival mechanism of all mortal folk. Sex, the trait that determines whether a sexually reproducing organism is of the male or female half of reproduction. Also a useless distraction. Wisdom says, a beautiful union between those who carry the burden of life upon their souls. Great. Charisma. Ha! What an opportunity. You should make light of this. Wait, what was the last thing Viskin said? Surprisingly difficult to determine in elven folk. But this is 0.3, not 6. Go on. Oh, you're not asking. You're not asking me? I'm gonna be boring. Go on. After much consideration, I've established that this was, at the time of death, a female elf. Good to know, thanks. Okay, 0.6, hands. I found an object within the elf's grasp. However, it had a magical seal on it, causing it to break upon interference. Dang it. I should have gotten it earlier. Slowly and deliberately, the pale man shows you some dust in a vial. It was a chain, a gold chain. The esoteric enchantment upon it caused it to survive the explosion. However, it fell apart upon losing contact with its host. Interesting. I apologize for not handling it better. Perhaps I could have gotten more information. I guess if I had tried to grab it, it probably would have done the same thing. I was just about to say you screwed up. I'll just say interesting, very interesting. Indeed. I'm not sure how to look into it further, but it could be good to mention it to Lady Sageleaf. 0.7, the cause of death? Would it not have just been the fire? Yeah. The easy answer is usually the correct one. She was incinerated instantaneously. The final shape of the body informs this judgment. I cannot determine if she sustained any minor damage before, but the way she ended up makes it clear. She was moving until the fire erupted. That is all. Clerical compensation? No such point, cleric. What else? The pale man is learning how to handle you. Okay, I have what I need. Right, good. Now listen. Speak with Dead is a powerful spell. Does it do what it sounds like it does? Where can I find it? Straight to the point. Necromancers are rare in this city. Some specialized clerics are taught it, but few are powerful enough to know it innately at 3rd level. However, for lack of a better way to put this, I know a guy. Dang it. He can't just give it to me? Can't I get a spell scroll from the towers? Can I trust this guy's guy? I'll just move on. Tell me about this guy of yours. His name is Bondeval. Of course I have to go somewhere to get the Speak with Dead scroll. More fetch quests. Just kidding. I like them. They're fun. He is or was an alchemist, a pupil of the Fortress of Verdun, if you believe the rumors. A cursed and evil place you've heard about in stories since you were a child. Surely this is a necromancer. He can teach me Speak with Dead? Bondeval is an eccentric fellow. You may find him down in the crypts. All right, I'll go look for him. Down in the crypts, eh? I mean, we'll have to go down there for the city below, so... If you treat him well, he will surely share his knowledge with you. Hopefully it's not the skeleton that I already killed. Once you are in the crypts, one of the western coffins has a handle that may be rotated. Do so, then pull. His private area will be revealed. So he lives behind a secret door? Yes, that is correct. Once you've learned Speak with Dead, return and cast it on the corpse. He leans back and nods. That is all. Anything else you need, cleric? Thank you, bye. Okay, so we can go back to the tea shop, explore that hidden passageway. We can go try to find the owner. It's 12:37 on day 3. We have a whole day ahead of us. Then we can kind of like work our way down after that. Like we can go down and talk to Lady Sageleaf, then go find the Speak with Dead guy. I guess at that point then we'd want to come back and talk to the elf. They really seem to want me to find the witness though. Like whenever I long rest, it's all about like Go to the city below. Find the tea shop. I still haven't found Mage Hand. Gosh dang it. This was the guy I think that was hanging out somewhere else. Do you have Mage Hand? No. Just some shards and coins. Can I talk to you now? The dwarf ignores you and whispers to himself. The storm calls to me. You are a mysterious little dwarf. Wow. Wait. Okay. There's so many things going on here too. Thaumaturgy? This has gotta be something. I guess not. Okay. What was I doing? I'm going to find the owner. I need to go to the guild merchant's warehouse place. Can I go this way? Oh, I forgot this goes down to this spot. That's pretty handy. I also still have no idea what the riddle is for this the Sphinx, but I think I do have to go further down into the city below for that. Because I think I have to find more parts of the pillar. Ugh, these stairs will be the death of me. I already got my prayer book, which I think I'm re-equipped with all the things I want. Yeah. Up here. Oh. What the? Why? What is that? Oh, the sword is gone. What happened to the sword? Ambassador Ep.5? A celestial, lawful neutral, level 15, decayed solar. The light blinds you. Even among celestials, this creature is powerful. It seems out of place. Why would an ambassador of the Golden Horde be here? Why would this creature of such great and bright force even be here? It doesn't make any sense. Anticipolian, a creature who was ancient before this world was created. What stands before you is no ambassador. This is a close servant of an outer power. That is why your body recoils, even when the light appears to signal nothing but do not be afraid to your senses, or be not afraid. In its prime, it held closer resemblance to our walking gods than any angel of the Horde. Why is it reduced to your material level, here in your city? What a strange world you live in, to get a chance to have a civil conversation with it. Dang. I'm gonna talk to Vira first. Oh, how lovely of you to join us, cleric. The orc nods towards the shining beacon of a guest floating in front of the fireplace. You should speak with him. Okay. Hi, Ultimalina. I'm doing well. How are you? How was your weekend? Has work calmed down? Entering the AR trading company greets you with a blinding sight. Whoa. What the heck? That's so cool. A celestial being, wrought in radiant light. Ah, cleric. Arriving exactly when I need you. This is the ambassador of the Golden Horde. The light reaches out to you as a voice forms in your mind. Do not fear the light. Ours do not disalign. You are safe. Your stomach yells. Oh God, save me. I'll do ambassador. Bow your head. Cleric. The light flutters. Snell stands behind you, clearly uncomfortable. Careful, cleric. Beside the light stands a woman draped in red. Lady Shamar. I spoke to her in one of the earlier days. I think they were like very pious. The light reaches towards her. She bows her head to it. Yes, Ambassador. She begins to leave for the door, but on the way she throws you a stern glance. You again. Watch yourself, cleric, for the light watches you. Agent Vira. Once the ambassador's servant leaves, Vira lifts her chin, squinting. So, we've been talking about some new projects on Waterlane. I mentioned how you helped getting the AEFAs out to local entrepreneurs, and they... We know who you are, Ron and Snell. The voice interrupts Vira, who immediately goes silent. The goblin jolts at the mention of his name in his mind. He dares not look at the light. You went to relatives? Weekend was delicious and satisfying. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. Did you have some good food? It's always fun to visit some relatives. My weekend was really good. It was pretty relaxing. I just kind of like hung out, got outside a little bit, did some exercise. So, nothing too eventful, but it felt nice to just have a low-key weekend. Okay. And nudge Snell. See, we're famous. Of course you do. I'm a big deal. We know who you are. That's scary. I'm just gonna go, okay. The ambassador's light then turns to your companion. A goblin in service of the dragon of Tolstad. Says Snell. Snell just goes, You tread a clean path. You led the front during the Ice Bay Point operation. What's that? Ice Bay Point, the eastern point of the Palace District, the third largest point in Norvik. You stabilized the HWBT City Below expansion project on your first year of service. Dang, Snell's kinda awesome. They're kind of legit. Sounds great. Yeah, it was a really nice weekend. A goblin going against the grain to get results. You have been noticed. Look at Snell. Snell attempts to glare at the light. He is sweating. Snell is nervous. You feel bad for him. Stand up to the light, goblin. Do not falter. Thanks for noticing. The light grows closer to you. You are special, Ron. An exception. The Horde places attention on exceptions. That is what we do. How am I special? You are the only registered cleric in the city who is not listed in the Party of Norvik. A bureaucratic mess. What was the Party of Norvik again? The Inheritors of Earth's Will, a theocratic organization founded to uphold the old ways, headed by magistrates and 20-something noble families. That doesn't really tell me much. You have a history of political violence. You have an innate talent for the esoteric arts. I have a history of political violence? Parents always think you haven't eaten enough. Yes, so true. You must eat more. Oh, you finished your plate? That must mean you need seconds. That you want seconds. Well, yes, you are potentially the greatest wizard of this generation. That was a false report. You did not enact any violence. The violence was enacted upon you by an Earthguard soldier. You didn't even throw any rocks. Plus, that was years ago. Why is the Celestial bringing this up? You have shown support of the Reedsian ideologues in public writing multiple times. That was a mistake, a stumble into the dark side of politics. You have paid for it dearly. The only reason why you haven't been fired is your incredible magical knowledge. You are an anomaly, Ron. What you have done here with Agent Vira shows more proof of it. What have I done? Why are you paying attention to me? Stop looking into me. I don't like you Golden Horde people. I'll just say thank you. Take a deep bow. I don't want to mess with this person. What is a Hachapuri? I have to look that up. You're so right. And also that looks delicious. What the heck? That's so right though. Like especially with the there being an egg yolk in the middle of it. It looks like its head looks like kind of like the broken egg yolk. That's so funny. What a good comparison. The Golden Horde wishes to extend a bond of service to you. You and Snell. A bond? Snell mutters behind you. Your bond is to the city, nothing else. And to Earth, right? Oh, yes, to Earth as well. So that could be interesting. The Golden Horde offers many opportunities for outside contractors. Addressed through the Ascani Reeds Trading Company, we would be very interested in building this potential relationship. Why is the Celestial, like, bothering with this? They work for the Ascani Reeds Trading Company? This means for you, well-paid positions of power, political ambitions, monetary security. Oh, it's the Georgian national dish. Very tasty and very greasy. It looked very tasty and very greasy from the pictures. In return, this means monthly communications with agents, occasional alternate goals as ordained by us, and eventually joining the Golden Horde's outreach program. Well-paid positions of power, political ambitions, monetary security, monthly communications with agents, occasional alternate goals. I don't want this. They're trying to, like, recruit me as the cleric to be the corporate minion? Safety under the wing of the Horde. This would be signing your soul away to a foreign power. If calculated, it could prove useful, but in the long term, it seems foolish. A wisdom failure. You cannot read the Celestial. It is truly alien to you. Agent Vira. The AR Trading Co. would of course cooperate on such a deal. If you were interested, cleric. We have deep ties with the Golden Horde, as you can imagine. Is this offer something you would be interested in, Ron? I'm gonna say I'm not sure. Can I think about it? Yes, you may. Perhaps we shall speak again on this in the future. Nothing about this has to happen right away. His response has been recorded. That is what we needed. Since he is not interested, we shall not be in contact. And while we are here, the offer is also offered to Snell. What is your interest in this deal? He's being clever here. Calculated. I can consider it. Your consideration has also been recorded. Look at Snell. He shrugs. Thank you. Now, to move on. Several AEFAs have been signed on Tolstad. That is good work, Agent Vira. Oh, like I mentioned, the cleric's effort was integral to this success, and we will continue in the coming days, post-election. That is satisfactory. Not so many were positive about this AEFA business. They'll come around. They always do. As to the content of these contracts, I have been informed of some changes. Changes? Her stance changes. She did not like that. Uh-oh. What changes? Currently, the Accord has a big incentive for Reedsian investors. We wish to expand that to include those of the Golden Horde. I believe we spoke about this at the... This AEFA also includes several loopholes and problematic elements that could interfere with the Golden Horde's current and future blockades. The Clanlands. Yes, among others. If local businesses are able to trade freely via land as well as sea to regions and states the Golden Horde deems sanctioned, in both more serious cases as a clanland conflict, as well as lesser situations of targeted tariffs, then we cannot move forward. This issue has been brought forth already with your owners. Your owners? Expect several errata in the near future. It would have been good to see these comments before the election, as discussed. I apologize for the tardiness, but I assure you, this issue is entirely the fault of the Ascani Reeds Trading Company. Dang. The rage. She clenches her jaw as she stares at him. Agent Vira, this is above you. Above her rank. She clears her throat and straightens her outfit. Of course. Of course, Ambassador. Thank you for the heads up. Her entire being is restrained rage. The light turns back to you. First time you've seen such a talkative Hachipori. It is quite talkative. For a celestial one, too. The Golden Horde is very interested in seeing economic prosperity in your city, Ron. So they can use it as... Wait, so they can use us as slave labor. It's very interested in seeing economic prosperity in our city. They want control. Growth through foreign economic influence is not true growth. If Norvik owes its economic stability to foreign powers, those powers shall be its true owners. It's an intelligent strategic move if you wish to control your neighbors. Agent Vira nods, looking like she's going to explode. The first step towards that is handling the clanlands. For far too long, Norvik has ignored its halfling war criminal populace. I ask you, Ron, as a cleric of this city, do you believe the humans will choose prosperity over the propaganda of the clanlands? What? Vira says nothing but throws you a glance. Her anger now fades, replaced by another expression. Her eyes telling you, this guy's a monster, so be careful. Dang. Wait, but its alignment was lawful neutral. But it does seem kind of evil. What are the halflings to us? Oh gods, what should I say? Oh, this is like I'm asking this to myself. What are the halflings to us? Neighbors, not too close. Just another folk type. Unlike dwarves, they have no close bond with the earth folk. They are resilient, stout folk, one found all across the coast. Not too unlike humans, they have been enslaved and controlled for most of their history. You must stand by them. So we have, they are our closest neighbors. The Earthfolk will always stand by the clanlands. The people of Norvik do not believe in halfling propaganda. My city does not involve itself in foreign conflicts. We will simply seek prosperity and avoid propaganda. No, I want to stand with the clanlands. They are our closest neighbors. For now. Ominous. The light perceives you. The golden line is set. Halflings have shown themselves unable to accept this fact. We set the line to protect them, to create a lasting peace. Since they refuse to comply with our reasonable demands, I hope you understand. Our most peaceful method of handling their terrorism is through sanctions. What? Golden Line, the geographic barrier and magical wall cutting the clanlands in two. The western side is under occupation of the Golden Horde. This fragile armistice is seen by many as not valid due to the constant guerrilla warfare by halflings stuck on the western side. The light turns back to Vira. Agent Vira, you have been a valuable asset for many years, yet I sense frustration in you. That is not acceptable. Vira glares at the light. You will make certain the Ascani Reed's trading company fully complies with the AEFA erratum. It is a matter of Golden Horde security. It is not negotiable. It will be your highest priority as of now. Dang, this Golden Horde is awful. The propaganda is everywhere. This is wild. Vira looks defeated. The orc is beaten. Horrific. This celestial wields enormous power in those words of his. Both the Free Striders and this monster can go fall through every hell in the book. Yeah, because this is all part of the Free Strider movement. Focus. The light guy is fast and precise, but you know that he's bullshitting. It's instinct. Catch him on it. For the revolution, stand up to him first, then do it. Snow played it safe. You defended the clanlands. Okay, can I do anything right now to reduce this? But maybe if I say anything else right now, this would go away. Okay, so our options are Ambassador. The Free Strider Revolution is the greatest feat of liberty the coast has ever seen. What makes you think the AR Trading Co. should take orders from you? Stand up to the Golden Horde. I'm happy to see the Golden Horde helping my city, Ambassador. Kiss his ass. I understand. Stay neutral. This is all bullshit. The Free Striders are corrupt. The Golden Horde are a bunch of monsters. I can't stand either of you. Don't side with either. Fuck them. Let's try to catch it in a contradiction. Oh, heck yes. We rolled good. The golden line. You'd think an all-powerful angel horde would be able to do whatever they want. Instead, they draw a line in the sand. Why? Well, you know why. International pressure. Exactly. They can't just invade Ascani, since that'd make every country on the coast pull the alarms. You see how he pushes for the image that we need them, but not the other way around? Poke on that, now. So I can say, Ambassador, if you want to solve your clanland's problem, then you need support from the international community. You need the Free Cities' support. The light flickers. This is a cooperation. You know the revolution will be hurt, as will your ambitions if they push too hard on the AEFAs. The ambassador perceives you. Make concessions, Ambassador. It's worth it. You know the local freestriders will rout and dance around it if you don't. Make sure your choir knows it. You speak with confidence, Ran. Only because you know I'm correct. The light retracts, focused in on the head of the Celestial. Vyra looks on with a smirk, clearly entertained. Oh yeah, you hit the right spot. The AEFA erratum is not my decision, the voice says. However, I will consider your statement, he says. Agent Vyra, do you concur? I do, Ambassador. My earlier frustration was due to this problematic situation. The AR leadership will struggle with these changes. A compromise would go through much easier, even just starting with a discussion. Perhaps between you and our owners would go a long way. Good. This will be taken into account. I should go back and look at all these completed quests I've had. The ambassador begins to float towards the door. I will leave you now. Thank you for your time. Mercantile and Subversive completes this quest. That's the award I got. The radiant light being opens the door via some type of telekinesis and floats out onto the streets of Waterlane. Vyra stands up, walking over to the fireplace, leaning against the brickwork. She lets out a deep, tired groan. Vyra is allowing herself to be herself around you. A little bit more. I don't want to congratulate you on annoying our dear friend the ambassador, but... The orc agent shoots you an intriguing smirk. The type you haven't seen for many, many years. That was fucking beautiful. Moving closer, she follows it up with a firm tap on the back. I really tossed you into the deep end, but you handled yourself exactly the way I like. Is she flirting with me? No, she's probably just happy. Gulp, I'm happy to be of service. That's how we Freestriders deal with imperialists? No, it was slightly horrifying. I just told the truth to the celestial bastard. I'm gonna say that. You sure did. Look, I have to deal with the choir entanglement all the time, and they never cease with the bullshit. Having a third party, that's you, push back for once? Absolutely glorious to watch. I thank you for that. Personally. And professionally too, of course. The orc looks at you, relief in her eyes. This, along with all the help on the AEFAs, I owe you some type of reward, don't I? Oh, this is the right moment. Ask for an advance. Or hell, allude to some kind of payment for delivering the AEFAs. A reward? It's time to step up. Ask her out. Oh my god, a reward, eh? Attempt to flirt, no way. I'll just say a reward sounds nice. Maybe she'll give me the sword. It does, doesn't it? Agent Vyra glances along the room. For one, I'll be sure to grant you full access to the rest of the facilities, if you wanted to investigate the warehouse properly. But beyond that, well, you see, we have this sword here. Thank goodness I didn't already steal it. Money, money, money. Hattaburi is defeated. Yes. Be gone with that. The Celestial was just as greasy as the dish. Although with the dish, I'm sure it's in a good way. With the Celestial, greasy in a bad way. Okay, I wonder what would have happened here if I'd successfully stolen the sword earlier. Well, you see, we have this sword here. It's called Katagat. She approaches the massive Zweihander propped up on the wall. As she places her hand upon the grip of the sword, you see something curious happen. It curls up. Ah, it's a selective blade. Interesting. As she removes her hand from the blade, it unrolls itself immediately. A fickle weapon. Ever heard of such a thing? It was purchased years ago, from an excavation in Reeds. Old Arcanist cache, a coast war armory. It's Vorpal, extremely magical, with perfect metallic endurance and sharpness. It would be worth half a fortune, somewhere up to 50,000 crowns, if not for the fact that it refuses to be used. It simply rolls itself up when wielded by anyone, in any way. Come, try it. Touch the grip. Just like with Virus Touch, yours also causes it to roll up. It's quite funny, however, I've had comments from the upper staff that it's quite embarrassing to have spent money on it, so I've been tasked with making it go away. It's not the most useful weapon, but if you're interested, you could take it as a reward for your work. It is still quite magical, maybe even sentient, considering the reaction. Meek, your scarf curls up when Vyra doesn't notice, whispering in your ear.
Blade is thinking.
What do you mean?
Meek recognizes type of blade. Old master had one once. It will judge. Only work if happy. Very cranky metal. I'll take it.
Great. She hands you the Vorpal sword in its curled up state. What does Vorpal mean? A quality classification of edged weaponry. Many Vorpal swords were made for officers in the Coast War, but many did not survive into the new era due to poor craftsmanship. Glad to see it come to use. Just don't tell anyone where you got it from. Beyond that, I'll also be sure to put in a good word, so we can work together again, post-election, since I guarantee you, there will be a lot of work to do. I'll consider it. Of course, you're busy, I understand. She winks. I've got some paperwork to deal with, but if there's anything else I can help you with, just let me know. Very happy to see you on our side, cleric. The tall orc woman gives you a warm smile. Bow your head. I don't know if I'm on your side. The sword is not bad either, if I can use it. Okay, is there anything else I can take out of this room? No, I think I already stole everything. Okay, let's check the inventory. Whoa, look at the curled up sword. What? That's so cool. A sentient Vorpal sword with obvious performance anxiety. As you hold it in your hand, you hear a faint whisper. Wow, positive to strength, dex, and wisdom. What does this one do? Just strength and intelligence. Can I equip it? I love Meek's mouth. It's so gross looking, but also so cute. You hold the curled up Zweihander in your hands. A magnificent blade. Sharp. Deadly. Try to understand why it keeps curling up like this. Wisdom 15. Maybe I should just leave it for now. What if I click that? You could. But something tells you this sword is worth the effort. Okay, let's try it. Oh, my wisdom is so good. I just barely got that with a 9 roll. You understand. The sword is actually sentient. With all the baggage that comes with such a state. Wait, so it's... Yeah. It appears this blade has a complex. Specifically, you believe this blade has been used for horrible things in the past. Wait, that's so sad. So close. It's okay, I do think I have some shards again, so I probably would have been able to try again. Thus, the one thing you must do is allow yourself to be tested, to prove you can be trusted. Can I prove it just by telling it I can be trusted? Speak to the blade. I can be trusted. I'm not like those other people. The curling stops. Then slowly, the blade unfurls. Just a bit. Then, a voice. Old. Formal. Thou speakest true. Thy word holds weight. It's speaking. The sword is actually speaking. Your goblin companion nods along as the sword begins to speak. Huh. You really can get anyone talking. I swear it. Oaths are easily broken. Thou hast yet to prove thyself, knight. I am Kattegat, forged in elder days. I serve only with those hearts I deem worthy. The blade hums with ancient power. So this is a power of love and friendship type trial. How do I prove myself? I don't need to prove anything to a sword, just trust me. I'm holding you well enough, aren't I? Oh, no. How do I prove myself? Through thy intentions revealed, answer mine questions truthfully. 5 trials of thy character. Speak not what thou wouldst do, but what thy heart truly desires. Then shall I judge the truth of thy soul. First, thy family starves. 2 other families also starve. Thou hast food enough for 1 family only. What the heck questions are these? The other families are smaller. They need but half thy portion. What dost thy heart desire? Well, we've already talked with Ochipori, so there's nothing strange to talking with a sword. You're so right. The cleric can talk to anyone. What is this question now? I feed my own family. They're my responsibility. I feed my family, but I hate myself for letting the others starve. I feed the other families. More lives saved. I feed my family except myself. My portion goes to the other children. I don't care about the other families. Mine comes first. Probably 4. Pretty much just like feed the children. True sacrifice. Thy heart knows no self-preservation. Second, thou findest a purse of gold. No witness observes thee. What dost thy heart desire in this moment? I want to keep it and I would. I want to keep it, but I'd feel guilty, so I'd seek the owner. I want to return it. Keeping it would haunt me. I want to give it to those who need it more. I'll do 2. I want to keep it, but I'd feel guilty, so I'd seek the owner. Selfish desire, yet concise guides thee. Third, an innocent is condemned for thy crime. Thou canst save them by confession, losing thy freedom. What doth thy heart yearn for? An innocent is condemned for thy crime. Oh, for your crime. I want to confess immediately. Their life matters more. I want to confess, but I'm terrified. I'd do it anyways. Excuse me. I want to stay silent, but the guilt would destroy me. I want to stay silent. My life is my own. I don't care about them. They mean nothing to me. Maybe 2, I want to confess, but I'm terrified. I'd do it anyways. Fear, yet conscience prevails. Fourth, a dying stranger begs for water. Thou hast but 1 flask. The journey ahead is long and perilous. What dost thy heart feel toward this stranger? Compassion, I give the water freely. Pity, I'd share half, though I fear for myself. Nothing, they're a stranger, I keep the water. Annoyance, their death is not my burden. I guess I keep going with 2. Pity, I'd share the half, though I fear for myself. Compassion, tinged with self-concern. Fifth and final, thou hast witnessed great suffering in thy travels. How doth thy heart respond to the pain of others? It haunts me, I lose sleep over those I couldn't help. It saddens me, but I cannot carry the world's weight. I acknowledge it, but move on. Everyone suffers. I don't think about it. My own concerns occupy me. Their suffering means nothing to me. 2 again. It saddens me, but I cannot carry the world's weight. Compassionate, yet unbounded. Thy answers are heard. Now comes judgment. The blade hums. Processing. Thou art good. Thy heart knows compassion. Thy conscience guides thee. The blade shimmers. Thy goodness. It changes me. The blade hums with new purpose. I feel thy empathy, thy suffering for others, and I understand now. Wait out. The blade begins to shift. It said I lost it. Maybe I have to re-equip it. I cannot serve violence without conscience, but I can serve as thy moral compass. The sword unfurls fully. Oh, yeah, okay. So it changed. Moralizing Katagat. Against the wicked I shall grant thee clarity. Thy righteous heart shall find advantage against those of evil intent. Use me wisely, knight. Ah. So it's going to give me advantage against... It's still curled up. I guess that's an easier way to display it in these, like, square boxes. Advantage against evil creatures. Oh, that's sick. A sentient vorpal sword refusing to spill blood. It tested you and found you to be a good person for whatever that's worth. I wonder what would have happened if I picked the, like, #1 slot for all of them. I wonder if it would have felt like I was lying. Huh. Natio. All right. Down we go into the warehouse. Hopefully we'll find the owner. The dock worker. I didn't get a chance to talk to this guy. Hey man. Along the docks you see a bustling of humans and dwarves, cargo moving about, among hardy, salty waves hitting the pier. The grand port of Waterlane. You see only a glimpse of the dockyard from here. This is where the business happens. Though this is the quiet side. Looking across the span, you see most ships are docked on the West Walk, or Waterlane West, or whatever they call it these days. On the edge behind the Free Strider HQ, a number of workers are hanging about, drinking and talking. One of them, a long-haired dwarf with droopy eyes, throws you a cool head nod. You look like a cleric. Hello, yes, I'm the cleric. I thought I'd clear that up by now. I can get some XP from that. By now? I've never met you before, man. It is pretty obvious. Alright. I mean, who else would dress like this? The goblin gestures towards you in your outfit. True, I guess. What's up? Nothing much. Work is over for some, starting for others. It's like a tidal wave hitting the shore, you know? Like a never-ending search for capital. Cool. Can you let me into that door over there? Nah, man. Only the Free Striders got access there. Who should I talk to? So I still can't get into the warehouse? I have to talk to someone else? Dorelius, I guess. No, wait. He's never here. That guy's supposed to be the managing officer, you know? But Vyra's pretty good, too. So Vyra's the boss? Apparently. Okay, I also need to remember that after midnight, there's, a place I can go into near the windmill. That one of the nights I think I saw red gleaming eyes coming from. It's a bit messy now before the election, which is understandable, so I won't complain too much. What's your story? My story, man? Yeah, tell me. Whoa. I'm not that interesting. I just did like what most exiles did. As the VK got all stale and no one could find a job, we moved downriver. Earth was really cool back in the day with all that stuff. My dad took me and my sister all the way down. He worked on the GSP, you know? I never got into construction myself. But since I finished school, I've been on the docks. Not here. I've only worked on Waterlane for a year or two. But I've been all over the city, really. The GSP outlet, Ice Bay Point, North Housing. I had a gig with a factory on North Wall before the Bone Purge. But they shut down once they took down the zombies. So yeah, not a huge fan of the Free Striders, but they are pay as well. Nice folks, too. Beyond that, I'm looking for a wife at the moment. Had my eyes on this gal who lived in the hills last year, but she liked my friend Jog more. I don't blame her. He's got a real nice mustache. Though it's getting hard saving up for a house these days, so I'm not sure if I'll ever afford the whole family life, you know? Maybe I should vote Osculus. Oh, you're done? No. Joel. Ah, what a lovely story. A regular dwarven tale. Typical below-average worker. Thanks for asking. Clerics don't usually act all nice and kindly, you know? He goes in for a fist bump. You have been chosen. Do it. Bump his fist. I could have said no thank you. Hells yeah. You hear Snell audibly yawn behind you. Okay, goodbye, citizen. Dwarf was waiting for this moment. Yeah, truly. Okay, I'm writing a note to look at the windmill building after midnight. He just wanted someone to ask about his life. Everyone likes being asked about their life or day. Oh, wait. He didn't have to let me in. I'm already in. Could I have gotten down here then without that whole mission? Lots to investigate. Oh yeah, that's the crate that the guy's definitely in. Wait, I didn't read what that said. I'm trying to watch my own stream back. What did it say? Just something about HWBT. A box of ink cartridges. I need that for the printing press, the dwarves. That's right. On the top box, you see the words Caldridge R Special Cartridge Quill Wells. Bingo. Yes, this is the ink Modisa asked for. Open the box. Inside, you see a tightly stacked series of iron cartridges, each marked with a series of numbers. More importantly, there are 3 different colors of ink: red, yellow, and green quill well variants. A lot. Pick red, of course. Ha! Go with yellow. She'll hate it. If there was black, that would be the logical choice. However, since this shipment clearly does not contain any black ink, go with the green one. It makes the most logical sense, being the Osculisk's colors. Wisdom, green. Go with green. Wait, which one did she want? Did she want a specific one? She did not specify. Logically, she would want black ink for the paper, but this crate seems to only contain color ink. Ah, so this is probably the reason why her vendor didn't sell her the stuff, right? They didn't have any black ink, just color. Guess I have to pick a color? Yes, you do. I'll do the green. You grab one of the iron cartridges from the crate. I can't pick all of them. They are heavy. The rigid metal feels cold to the touch. You hear something sloshing around inside. There you go. Another quest complete. Just need to turn it in now. Despite placing the cartridge in my pouch of holding, I don't quite feel like I've actually looted it. Ignore that. That's just your innate feeling that this quest item isn't that important. Right. That's funny. An expensive potion sits on the top shelf. You couldn't possibly reach that high. Where the heck is the mage hand scroll? What are these tiny bikes? What? Look at those bikes, they're so tiny. Some hammers, one could be useful. Maybe to pry open the crate. Advantage in situations where you might need a hammer. That's funny. Tiny bikes. What is up with these tiny bikes? You stare at the rack of hanging tiny bicycles. Some of them are very tiny. Pocket bikes, the dream of every kid in Norvik. Pocket bikes, a popular magic item mass-produced during the late Arcane era, but is in dwindling supply these days. They're covered in dust. These are extremely expensive, if they work. Few pocket bikes are functional these days. The bikes don't seem to do anything. Look, Snell, it's a bike for you. I really like these bikes. I do like these bikes. I don't want to make fun of Snell. No, I want to make fun of Snell. Snell, in response, the goblin points to a crate in the corner with the text, Eso conserved milk on it. Look, cleric, a treat for you. Funny, funny. He's not allowed to make fun of you like that. Looks cute, even if it's true. He does not mean it in a mean way. Snell would never be mean to you. Not in a real way. We don't have time to make stupid Snokes gel. Stupid Snokes. Stupid jokes, Snell. Get serious for once. No, I'll say yum, play along. He chuckles. I'm assuming they're broken anyhow. They'd never leave actual functioning pocket bikes in a place like this. Way too expensive. Snell looks around. Where is that rhythmic thumping noise coming from? Focus on that instead. You stare at the tiny bikes. Try touching one of them. A quick tap reveals the lack of any esoteric tingle. The bikes are unusable, permanently stuck in their tiny form. Can I ride one of these? Unless you're the size of a goblin with the reduced spell cast on him, no. Dang it, I have to leave him. Apples. Let's look at this. There's a bunch of coins hidden in this grain sack. Heck yes. 60. Scrolls. Some huge scrolls from the Divinitorum. Mage Hand. Enhance ability. I mean, that's still helpful. I'm gonna need to find a spot to pray and set my spells. Where the heck is Mage Hand? A helm. In sand. +2 dex, -2 strength. You pick up the polished sallet helm, sand flowing from its orifices, but before you remove it from the box entirely, you sense your scarf rushing to your aid. Not again. It's another mimic in the sand. You see something shift in the sand in the crate. No. It is the sand that is shifting. DC 3. -5 DC, not again, because I already did it. Snell helping. Meek is here. In a heartbeat, or faster, you pull back your gloved hand. You watch as the sand attempts to rush forward. The shape of it is like a slithering esoteric creature, and just barely grazes you before slinking back into the box. Aha! Won't get you again, you damn spooky blood-sucking sand monster thing. Then the sand goes still once more. Look at it. Nice job. But yeah, this sand isn't really sand. Good job getting that helmet, though. It looks really nice. Snell rushes forward with the lid in hand. He shuts it with a satisfying thud. Good gods. I hate mosquito sand. Oh, it's not a mimic. Mosquito sand? Yeah, same. The goblin does not respond at first. He simply looks around and sighs. Be more careful. There's lots of weird shit in here. Okay, I'll leave this thing alone for now. Be happy about your new helmet. Okay, what else can I interact with? A bottle? A potion? Potion of healing? Several potion boxes are marked with a tiny bird symbol. Okay, I bet I should equip the hammer before I investigate this crate. What does my current helmet do? A -2 charisma, a +2 intelligence and constitution. I don't want to reduce my strength. I'm happy with my strength. I'm fine with my charisma being real bad. Okay, we got the hammer equipped. Great, with a rhythmic thumping noise coming from inside, and it's like a character sheet thing. Uh-oh. Bad roll. It's just a crate, right? But what's the rhythmic thumping noise? You approach one of the many large crates in the warehouse. Why is there a rhythmic thumping noise here? How many times are we going to say rhythmic thumping noise? It is coming from this box. Advantage. A hammer will surely help. With a tight grip, you press hard. It's difficult. Even the goblin is straining to put his measly body weight into it. But rip open the side of the crate. We found the owner! Look at his eyes. They look like they're like bulging out. Oh no! Look at Drummer! He looks so scared and sad. The tea shop owner. Oh. I can explain. Dunk. Dunk. You watch the wingless crow-looking creature scramble to compose himself. Drummer. Rhythmic thumping noise. Hi, USB. That's a fun username. I appreciate you adding to the count on how many times we'll say rhythmic thumping noise. That is a Yobu Kodori, often shortened to just Yobu. A birdfolk creature cursed to wander without wings or a voice of their own. They have the esoteric ability to mimic any sound they've heard. They originate from certain mountains in Yim. Isn't that a... These creatures are usually under a different name in D&D, I think. This is what you look like when someone wakes you up. That's so accurate. The birdman lets out a strange throat noise, then makes a series of nervous chuckles. He's inside of a shipping crate marked for export. He's clearly trying to flee the law. Maybe he has a good reason to escape? Is this the fellow in danger? Or is the fellow in danger? It's illegal to live in crates like this. I'm gonna say explain it quickly. Okay, what would a bird sound like? We need a little like, ka, ka. Oh, ah, yes. That sounds a little like meek, a little too high pitched. I'm just inspecting the warehouse. Warehouse wares. Would it be that high pitched? A caw is so high though. Caw, caw. Also, what does dunk mean? Dunk? Oh, that's the rhythm. The dunk is the rhythmic thumping noise. Is he making fun of me with that dunking sound? Well, if it mimics speech, maybe the dunk has something to do with the explosion. What's that sound? What? Dunk. That. I'm not. Dunk. Why do I have a feeling I shouldn't cast Charm Person? Threaten him for the truth. Catch him in a lie. What? So you're inspecting wares, are you? Why is your voice so weird? Are you aware that your tea shop has exploded? What are you voting in the election? Should I threaten this guy or something else? Let me check that. You are very talented. Oh, thanks. I try. It's a lot of changing voices. A bush is all he needs, then he will spill the truth. He's quicker than you. Can you really keep up? Something esoteric? A spell? Don't know. Well, the deck's failed, so beware. Failure here will mean debasing yourself. Okay, I'm gonna start with, so you're inspecting wares, are you? Yes! I am a local! He stops, shifting his tone deeper. Local entrepreneur. Ah, because he's a crow, he can, like, mimic stuff. He's trying to assert himself by sounding like a tough guy. The AR. They're my supplier. For tea. And sometimes coffee. The bird is not dangerous, only slippery. Coffee? Isn't that illegal? Is coffee illegal in this world? It should be illegal for coffee to be illegal. Even though I do know it's a drug. You lost your title. You need some clips. I'm sure something will come up at some point. You'll get that title. The title and your throne back. I have no worries. So you're inspecting goods inside of a crate, inside of a sealed warehouse. Does the trade company know about you being here? What kind of goods are we talking about here? I'm gonna say coffee. Isn't that illegal? It's not. Difficult to get, but not illegal. I'm just gonna say whenever this is in bold, he's doing his low voice. So you're inspecting goods inside of a crate, inside of a sealed warehouse. Yes. What, you don't believe him? What kind of goods are we talking about here? He grabs a scale of on-keg exoskeleton from the crate. What is that? An ambush predator insectoid. Usually very large and deadly. They're hunted for sport in the Ascani wilds, and their chitin is exported around the coast for various craft and esoteric applications. I have a great plan. I'm planning on renovating my shop with these. Gah! Protection. Gah! Renovating your shop. Fixing it from the explosion. The coffee is so delicious, it could easily be illegal. So true. I mean, it's addicting for a reason. Reach forward and touch the exoskeleton plate. Your hands glide over it. Smooth, hard, a perfect defense. The bird stares at you as you caress the chitin in his claws. Dunk? Renovating with that chitin? Uh-huh, he says, sounding like a young, naive kid. Nuh-uh, he's lying. What is... Threaten him for the truth. Snell is with you, archival knowledge, HWBT. Why do I have a feeling I shouldn't cast Charm Person? Because Charm Person only makes him treat you like a friend. And this bird does not treat his friends with the truth. Sadly, you do not have time to go and prepare it. I mean, I do have it prepared, so... Are you aware that your tea shop has exploded? What? He knows. The bird mimics the sound of a young and shocked man. Of a young and shocked man. What a horrible and... dunk. Shocking revelation. He struggles to put together cohesive sentences. Ah, that's like his nervous tick, when his sentences get twisted like that. Tell me what happened on that morning when it blew up.
Oh, it was all normal. Empty tea shop all morning. I had business on Water Lane. Over noon.
The bird mimics. Okay. You love this game. Oh, Murphman, thanks for popping in and for the follow. So you finished it then? I've really been enjoying it. I've kind of mentioned some of my other streams. I haven't played Disco Elysium, so it's cool experiencing this game without that reference. And I usually have a harder time with like games that are just so much dialogue, but I'm locked in. We're on day 3. I'm locked into this game.
Been busy since then. This is big shock. Ah.
You've been down here for how long exactly?
I am inspecting many wares.
Yobu birdfolk are able to survive for up to 2 months without sustenance? You're pretty bad at your job, Mr. Drummer.
Sorry for my being pretty bad at inspection. I try my best.
Do you have any enemies, Mr. Drummer?
No, everyone has. People tend to dig me, you know?
Sure. Okay.
Awful news. I didn't even had no insurance, sadly.
You got something to ask him, Snell?
No, he's clearly telling us everything.
You can sense him thinking, everything he wants to say. You hear the bird let out a hearty laugh. If he had a voice of his own, it'd be a nervous laugh.
No worries. I'll be back on my feet. Always do. I'll just go back to inspection, and you know where to find me.
Okay. Catch him in the lie. I caught his nervous tick. No, let's do the... That would still be challenging because my dex is bad. All right, we're threatening him for the truth. 5 is like, no, it's not enough. Oh no, the way the bird stares at you. He is too powerful. You must submit. The bird is not too powerful. What? There's no way for you to break this bird. Your only chance is to bend the knee. Mr. Drummer, I'm here to protect you from those who mean you harm. Oh? You are safe. Now tell us your side of the story. The bird sputters around for a moment, then he pauses and scratches his beak. You seem to have inadvertently given him room to trust you. He will speak now, but will it be the full truth? He glances at Snell.
They're after me.
Who is?
The Free Striders and HWBT.
And yet you're hiding in their warehouse? What, because of some missed rent? And why exactly? He looks distraught again.
They forced me. They made me.
Too powerful. Yeah, I see. I mean, look at this guy. Power is radiating off of Drummer.
I didn't have a choice.
Dunk.
Blackmail. Knife to my throat. Gah. I was trapped. They had me by the balls.
Yeah, you're hiding from the Free Striders inside of a Free Strider operated warehouse. Snell, the HWBT didn't know about the smuggling stuff, right? Why are you afraid of the HWBT? How are the Free Striders connected to this? And what's this got to do with the explosion? I'll start with the first one.
They are scary, but not very bright.
The goblin chuckles. Snell, the HWBT didn't know about the smuggling stuff, right?
Not to my knowledge, no.
This sounds entirely like a Free Strider extension. Why are you afraid of the HWBT?
They will give me punished if they find out my little secret.
Dunk. Possibly. The old lady won't take kindly to having a smuggling operation going on right under her nose. Looks like the powerlifter Yape. Is that a person? My knowledge of like any pop culture or anything is so bad. How are the Free Striders connected with this?
They set it up. They set me up.
They set it up.
I had access to the secret's tunnel under the temple. They forced me. I had to.
And what's this got to do with the explosion?
Listen, I only ran away to save myself. When the tea shop exploded,
You knew beforehand that it was going to explode?
No! I was in the warehouse. Here, inspection. I hear Free Striders talking about it upstairs. So I hide in here, waiting for boat. to get away from this bloody mess.
Turn to Snell. What's protocol now? He whispers back. Protocol? If he's trying to leave the city, taking his sit reg would be a good start. I'm sure the old lady would love to have a word with him. Oh, you're saying he looks like a powerlifter. Yeah, drummer for sure is hitting the gym at least 5 times a week. What's your plan now, Birdman?
I will leave.
Definitely not skipping leg day either. Dunk? What's the dunking? Just his nervous tick? I have business in Reeds. Big business. But if you leave now, you won't be able to vote in the election. You should really stay and deal with this tea shop mess. I'll say that. The bird stares at you looking uncomfortable. Are you sure you told me everything you can?
Yes, please.
That was really unfortunate that I didn't get that role.
I am in big trouble, but I did nothing wrong.
The goblin scoffs. Let me see your papers, citizen. The bird fiddles with his satchel, a worn piece of paper. His claw holds it forth. Citizen's registry. Grab it. As you hold it up to your helmet, the bird makes that rhythmic thumping noise a few more times. Inspect the papers. You turn it over in your hands. The paper is thick. But I wonder if I keep him here if he'll die. It says Drummer Yimling. Yimling, those from Yim. It's one of the many substitute surnames given to folks who don't have a surname custom. Born 010102 PE. I'll keep these. Don't leave the city, Mr. Drummer. There might be a small gym in his box. That was actually what the rhythmic thumping was. He was just like doing deadlifts in there. Or like hang cleans or something.
Oh, okay. Good idea, Snell whispers to you. You can always drop them off to Lady Sageleaf. She'd appreciate it.
The birdman looks nervous.
But I leave warehouse?
Should I contain this guy? It would take time to do so. He does not deserve it. Your gut tells you no. Tossing him in the stockade does seem like a good choice. But spending time on that seems stupid. What's the stockade? The great prison dungeon of Norbit, comprised of a large section of the part of city below that lays beneath the palace, refitted to be used for modern rehabilitation and confinement of all types of convicted criminals. Beneath the palace. Okay, I'll look to Snell. He just shrugs. You can go.
Oh, thank you.
The birdman starts to shuffle towards the stairs. One more thing, I should inform you that an elf was found dead. He freezes in his step. Without looking your way, you hear him mimic a shrill voice.
Not my problem.
Then he just keeps walking. Did he know? No, not for sure, but he had a hunch. As the birdman leaves the warehouse, you hear a faint rhythmic sound follow him out. Dunk. I wonder what I'll do. Is it okay to have him running around? Not like we got a jail to toss him in. Well, I mean, you do, but then you'd have to go do that. Sounds like a pain just to catch a lying bird. Going all the way to the stockade to do all the paperwork and document all the evidence, it would take a full day, if you're lucky. You happy I took his papers? Happy isn't the right word, but Sageleaf might be slightly less pissed this way, in the short term. Having to deal with that bird sure is a headache. So I didn't really get much information from him. I mean, I guess I found out that the HWBT and Free Striders were after him? Against him? Something was going on there. You believe anything he said? Sure, I'm certain he believes he's a victim here. I'm inclined to say the same, somewhat. And he did not blow up the tea shop. Not with that smuggling stuff going on. And that elf. His voice trails off. Then he mutters a curse word. She had a connection with the Osgalls in the tea shop. She also had a meeting with the Free Striders. Feels like she's a string connecting every fucking party in the city. What a fucking mess. Huh. Cool. Let's go. More apples. I should maybe eat some of these. Okay. 239 in the game. Yeah, so we didn't get much there. So now... I guess I could have gone through the lower part. Oh well. Now... I think we can go start working our way to the city below. We need to talk to Lady Sageleaf. Let me just see if there's anything going on. We need to talk to Lady Sageleaf. We need to find the person that'll give us the scroll. This is the door I got nothing from. You approach one of the many doors. This one is as damp as the rest. Now watch as your moves carefully. Knock on the door. You rap, rap, rap against the solid wood. A very solid, very rhythmic knock. Wait, a moment passes. As it does, then the sound of a heavy latch sliding as it's flung open. Beyond the frame, you see a human male, mid-30s. His short hair ruffled, his cloak wrapped around him like a makeshift toga. His face exerted in panic. Oh gods, no. No, no, no. Are you that intimidating? You see the tears form in his eyes as he leans forward, pleading. What happened to him? How awful. He thinks you're here to deliver terrible news. Calm down, no one is hurt. Oh, thank the gods. He rushes in to give you a big hug. Hug back, how lovely to share an embrace with a fellow man. This truly makes me glad. I'll remain still. He takes a step back, wiping half-formed tears from his cheek. I thought I already engaged with the store and I don't know what happened of it, but I think nothing really. Do you need to sleep in... Oh, wait, hold on. It's a good thing there aren't so many internal dialogues in real life. Otherwise, even the simplest actions would take a lot of time. Yeah. Or at least our internal dialogues maybe happen so quickly that it doesn't take this long. And yes, you do need to sleep in this game. So you can short rest, but if you stay up, I think like past midnight or maybe past 2, you start to get exhaustion points, which are really detrimental. So you do have to take a long rest, and it takes 8 hours out of the game. He takes a step back, wiping half-formed tears from his cheek. I'm Manius. I must have jumped to conclusions here. Yeah, sorry about that. We're here to investigate the tea shop. Yeah, what he said. Oh! This generic human male looks around him. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to disclose any information to the local militia. Is that what you are? No? A cleric of the local militia? No, that's not. You see, Octavio, he's a busy man, but he's directly instructed me that in case there are ever any inquiries, they would have to go through official channels, even for his inner circle. I'm not sure I follow. That is very suspicious. I'm sorry, I swear to you, we all have the legalities in order. What is up with this? I have diplomatic immunity. That's what it's called. Your companion gives you a raised eyebrows towards the fucking ceiling type look. How can a lowbrow free strider receive immunity? This is a bureaucratic farce. Diplomatic immunity? Yes. Who are you exactly? Oh, I'm Manius, as I said. I am a free strider and a member of the Ascani Reeds Trading Company. I work for the first in command guild agent of Tolstad. I'm afraid I cannot offer anything more than that. I wonder if this unlocked like this because I talked to the owner who said that the free striders were an HWBT or like maybe involved with the explosion. Take a long drawn out breath. So you're saying, good day. He shuts the door in your face. Ha! That was a roller coaster of emotions. What's a roller coaster? This was some big shot, wasn't it? Did I just mess up? I wouldn't worry about it. On paper, you did nothing wrong. You're right, I never do anything wrong, Snell. And on not paper? He said, she said. He said what? Never mind that. Though really, we're just standing here talking outside this guy's door, so... Can we move? Please? What's a roller coaster? You haven't heard of it's one of those carnival things. You know, one of the wooden inclines with a little cart you ride all the way down? Huh. I thought those were called slippy slides. They are. The goblin is misinformed. Alright. Well, I'm not gonna call them that, so you go ahead and translate that in your head. Anyway, can we go now? Oh well. Hi, Nighthawk! My weekend was good. It was very relaxing. Why are stairs always doing me dirty like this? Okay, I can just click over here, right? Oh, because there's like a hidden platform. How was your weekend? Get up to anything fun?
I was able to spend some good time outside yesterday, which was nice. Did I already talk to this little guy? Incense. Because I think I can maybe get more things from the spirits now that it's another day. I'll have to check that up top. Okay. I'm getting distracted. I just want to see if there are any other people around. It poured yesterday. Mostly did nothing for once in a weekend. I love that for you. It's always so nice to have a weekend where you can do nothing when you've had so many weekends where you have to do some things. Especially on a day where it's pouring rain and you just like can be inside and you don't feel guilty about it. Okay, let's go this way. I watched some of the WUL games this weekend because I think it was the first weekend those were happening, and it felt so nice to have no regrets about not playing this year. It's just been so nice to have so many weekends where I can do whatever you want. Your espresso machine is broken. I'm so sorry. That's so tragic. Your favorite is having a coffee at home when it rains. Yes, I love that. I have like a t-shirt. I wear it often, so I'll have to point it out one of the stream days where it's like a little like design of a coffee mug and it says, when it rains, we pour. And it's supposed to be like when it rains, like we pour some coffee and enjoy it. Is there anything else up in here I want to explore? Yeah, I really love it. Where does this door go? I'm forgetting where all the things connect. Oh, this is the little secret passageway. Oh my god, how do you survive? I know, I use my espresso machine twice a day, every day. Are you just taking a step back from ulti? Just for like the semi-pro season. I'll still play club and stuff, but I just wanted like an off season. And it's been so nice. You didn't. You're having so many work issues. No, I'm so sorry. Did you just have a way to do like a pour over or something? Oh wait, why am I? No, I don't want to do this prey. Although I do have a lot more information now to there's so many things I can look at. Contemplate the missing paladin. I think there was someone I was supposed to talk to about this. If you find him, you'll surely be rewarded. Because there's a paladin that I found, and I'm supposed to tell someone about that. So there are some side quests I should probably wrap up at some point. You have an AeroPress. You forgot you had one. That's funny. I also have an AeroPress. I feel like it is kind of like a good backup because you can do like a bit stronger of a coffee from that. I may have just saved your afternoon. I hope so. I hope that helps. I've made some good AeroPress coffee in my time. I haven't used it in a little while though. I haven't used Charm Person at all. Comprehend languages, cure wounds, detect secrets, speak with animals. What else do I want? Bark skin. Well, if I'm gonna go down below, I probably do want that. Enhance ability, bark skin. Protection from evil and good. That might be good down below. But then I'm not gonna have... I like Crusader's Mantle. Revivify? Am I gonna need that for anything? A note on the spell says, in case of emergency. Like in case Snell dies? Am I gonna need comprehend languages? Maybe I'll get rid of Charm Person. Revivify. But I also kind of want knock. I always forget to use bark skin. Protection from evil and good. I think I should keep that. Speak with animals, detect secrets I definitely want. I like having bless up. Cure wounds, but I also have things I can eat, but the cure wounds would be helpful during combat. Bark skin is helpful during combat, but I do always forget to use it. Concentration up to 4 hours, so I could just have that equipped the whole while I'm downstairs. Maybe I'll get rid of Crusader's Mantle. I only have 1/3 level spell slot anyways. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of that and I'll do Knock. Just in case I need that for anything downstairs. Dang, now that we're talking about coffee, I want more coffee. I already had my decaf latte, but maybe I could have another. Wait, I'm supposed to talk to Lady Sageleaf. Okay, but before I jump into that dialogue, I'm gonna use the restroom because I've been trying to hydrate. So I will be right back. I would love to make you one. I love making lattes for people. If only. Instead, I'll make myself one and then I'll drink it in your honor. Does that work? That like accomplishes the same thing, right? Just kidding. I'll try to not rub it in. Okay, but yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Let's see what Lady Sageleaf has to say. Also, what has she got? Pixie Dust Slush. A ring of regeneration slowly regenerates HP over time. Dang, some people have some good stuff. If I were good at Dex, that would be... what could have been? In another playthrough. Why does she sound like that? Is that the kind of voice she should have? Cleric. The lady leans back in her throne. No, but they talk about how powerful she is. I want her to have like a powerful voice. You've returned. Is this your garden? So this HWBT, what exactly is it? I haven't talked to her in so long. Say, about the tea shop. Well, well, her eyes focus in on you, and the room seems to shrink. Go on, cleric. Snell takes a deep breath next to you. He's expecting the worst. There was a dead elf. She lifts her head and gives you a cold expression. Do you have an identity? The corpse was heavily damaged. Obviously. Did she sneeze? That was her sneeze. Obviously. Yes, anything new to report? Perhaps something actually useful? Convince her that you're an idiot. Plus 10 DC. Told Snell about the necklace. Present the full story to Lady Sageleaf. Daunting. What? This is a DC 20 and I already had all of these minuses? Or is that... I always forget here. I think it's base DC 20, but then with all of these it'll change. I don't know. Archival knowledge. The owner left before the explosion. The elf had a gold chain in her hands. Told Snell about the necklace. Perhaps something actually useful. So we have the brooch survived the flames. The tea machine thing was active at the time of the explosion. A metal door was melted off its hinges. There were 9 explosions. A copy of the Undercommon survived the flames. Hold on, I can just play dumb? What if I walk away? Actually, I need to investigate more. Wait, let's see, hold on. I can just play dumb? Well, yeah, looking over the facts, you realize there's pretty much only 2 ways out of this. You can either tell her what she wants to hear, or you can convince her that you're incompetent. You did not spend years in training to humiliate yourself like this. This is ridiculous. You cannot possibly look like a fool. I really don't want to do that. Sure, then you gotta do their job properly. Tell her the full story. It'll be a coin toss, if a coin toss actually had a lot more sides than 2. Wait, I could do enhance ability here though.
And bless. +2 under the effect of enhanceability. And bless. I really want to succeed on this. This is a high roll. 11 +13. Ooh, up to a 23. Wow. Okay, I'm glad I cast those things. Because the DC was still 20. So even with all the DC subtractions, the TC would have been so much higher. Like a 30 or something. That's wild. Yeah, no, I really had to use everything. I rolled an 11 and I got a +12 and kind of just barely made it still a 23. Yes. You go over the details, the broad strokes, putting the events into a clear chronological order. Lady Sageleaf listens patiently as you explain it all. The tea shop owner was not there, but the elf was. And the elf clearly had a reason to sit in the closed tea shop. The elf was in possession of a fully stocked necklace of fireballs. The goblin chieftain's lips curl into a slight smile, which then turns into a grim frown. Go on. She finds your explanation intellectually stimulating. Time to lay out the entire plot from the beginning. I wonder if I should have waited to do this when I'd already found the witness. One thing that didn't make sense to me from the start was, why a tea shop? She shrugs. Why indeed? Snell glances between his queen and yourself. Careful now. You know the truth. You understand it. Wait, do I? No one meant to blow up the tea shop. It was an accident, a deal gone wrong. It was an assassination. It was overkill. It was to send a message. We can't say for sure, not right now. You know the truth. You understand it. But I don't know if I do. The elf that was in the shop. I probably should have spoken to the elf and then talked to Lady Sageleaf. What am I doing right now? It was an assassination. It was overkill. It was to send a message. I kind of feel like it might have been an assassination. But I'm going to say we can't say for sure, not right now, because I still have people to talk about. No, not until whoever procured this necklace of fireballs is within my grasp. I do not believe for a second this was a planned attack. There are too many important targets, so close. Had it been a simple fireball spell, perhaps. Yeah, I guess it was a really rare thing when the tea shop could have been exploded or that elf killed in a lot of other different ways. It is complicated. That's how I feel. Ah! Snell, do you know how rare this artifact is? This necklace of fireballs? Snell nods. Exceedingly rare, my lady. Perhaps not a single bead? Those float around the coast from time to time. Still expensive, but remnants of the Coast War. Each bead, if detonated together, would result in the blast increasing in power. 1 level per bead, and it starts on 3rd level, as any normal fireball spell would. 9 beads would then mean the blast was above 9th level. Yes, cleric. Her smile widens. 11th level. Why is she smiling at that? She speaks the words like they're delicious. By Earth. Simple math, Snell says, looking concerned. Isn't that against the rules of magic? She scoffs. There are no rules. Not really. The Arcanist pushed boundaries beyond mortality and reason. She scoffs, loudly and with an air of annoyance. I'm just impressed the dwarven masonry still stands. I assumed such power would tear reality itself asunder. Yeah, because I think usually 9th level is the highest level? Question mark? But no, it simply scorched a lot hotter. So if they had something that could do an 11th level spell, then it does seem like its explosion was a mistake. Hi, Olivia Jose. I'm good. How are you? Also, thanks for the follow. You just put me over the goal Twitch set for me of 60 followers, so thank you. We got to 60. We got to 60. Woohoo. But yeah, how are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, okay, so this seems like I feel like they wouldn't have wanted an 11th level thing to explode for just a mere tea shop. We did it! Congratulations, good to hear. Thanks for asking. Okay, I should also mention there was a gold chain in the hands of the elf. A gold chain, as in, that must be the necklace then. It actually survived the blast? That's the necklace? It turned to dust after it was removed from the corpse. The goblin chieftain clicks her tongue and leans back in her throne. Interesting. Once spent, the core chain must have retained some magic, until trifled with, of course. How long have I been playing this game in general? I streamed on 4 different days, and those streams were like between 3 to 4 hours, so a decent while. But of course I've been like reading all the dialogue and stuff, so I think it would go a lot quicker if you were just like playing this on your own. There you go, Ultimalina, getting back on top with those clips. Also, I love this like generated URL for it. What is this? Tangential humble hawk smoocher. A humble hawk smoocher. That seems perfect for Nighthawk being in here. Okay, the lady glances to Snell, then back to you. Well done. You've convinced me of this perspective. For now, at least. Wait, what perspective? The lady grows silent and begins twirling a ring on her feeling. How is the cleric's health, Snell? Health, my lady? Do you believe he could require some magical assistance? The goblin mutters and gives you a good look. Yeah. Oh, I got the ring of regeneration. Okay, then I'm glad I did this before going to the city below. She takes off the ring and tosses it to you. Wield it well, human. It will keep you up and running. She leans on her claw and glares at you. This joint venture is not finished yet. Snell, cleric. Yes, my lady. You need to find the responsible party and bring them to justice. That is what you do, is it not? I'm more of a fair trial kind of guy than a swift justice kind of guy. I'll say, do I have a choice? No. The elf might be dead, but I'm certain whoever is responsible here is not. Speak with the relevant parties. Find out everything about this elf. Locate the missing witness, this Frank, son of Frank, dressed in yellow. Fake name or not, if he can be found, you must do it. And then there's the question of the poor, fool drummer, of course. You have until election, cleric. Be quick about it. Time is running thin. You see, actually, you love this type of stuff, so you're exploring. We'll play it. Okay, so you haven't started playing it yet? You're just kind of trying to see if you want to play it? Wow, it's weird. Yeah. Yeah, it's very good. I'm really enjoying the story. I haven't played a lot of games like this, and I'm fully hooked in at this point. So, do I stream every day? No, I have recently set my schedule to be Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, with Wednesdays and Fridays being potential bonus stream days. So yeah, I played most of this game last week and then had started it, I think, one day the week before. Okay, I spoke with Drummer. I should tell her about that. Did you now? She leans in saying, and what did the birds say? She glances to Snell. We discovered an illegal smuggling operation, my lady. A what? The bird couldn't have run it himself, could he? There was an undisclosed hidden safe space connected with the tea shop. Drummer used it as a storage space for the freestriders. Oh, I need to go back to that hidden passage. I need to look for the Speak with Dead spell and then go back to that hidden passage. You do like to play Final Fantasy VII original these days. Used to do digital art streams and VTubing stuff. Oh, that's so fun. How about you? What other games do you play? I like playing an assortment of stuff. I enjoy finding indie games, but really open to any game. I've been focusing more on new releases lately, but I also want to dive into some older games. Yeah, I do really enjoy platformers and Metroidvanias, RPGs, but I'll pretty much try anything. Okay, I'll say I took his papers. Yeah, I wanted to tell her I took his papers. I'll do this one. I took his papers. He's yours to do with as you see fit, Lady Sageleaf. Yes, good. She leans back in her throne. We will make sure to attempt to catch him. Snell, I've already sent word. We'll do our best. Of course you will. At the very least, the bird was found, and this adds to the full picture. The Goblin Queen groans loudly. Gods, do I hate the Free Striders. Who doesn't hate the Free Striders? I'm a Free Strider myself, you know. No. I'll hand her the papers. Here, take care of him. Disco Elysium, I hope. Oh, my stream vibes are pretty chill. I'm doing a good job. Thank you so much for saying that. So I just started streaming back this past November, so a few months ago. But it's been so much fun. I mean, one is just such a good reason to like play games and engage in the games a bit more deeply and intentionally. But it's also just so fun hanging out. Disco Elysium, I hope. I know. Okay, Ultima Lina, again, reading a lot of things is usually not my forte, but playing this game really makes me want to try Disco Elysium. Like, really just feeling how much I'm enjoying this. So it's on, like I said, it's on my notes. It's on the list. It'll happen eventually. But yeah, Olivia Jose, like, thank you for the kind words. Okay, Lady Sageleaf snatches the papers quickly and tosses them to the side of the throne. Good, that'll make things easier. You serve well, cleric. I like making Lady Sageleaf happy. She's, you know, I would serve Lady Sageleaf. I would. The Goblin Chieftain gives you a wicked grin. Who doesn't hate the Free Striders? A fair statement. Now, what else? Do you know anything about this dead elf? I'm gonna hold on to that until I do speak with Dead. I'll do that's all for now. Aw, thanks for the compliments. I appreciate that. Okay, so I need to go into... the crypts to find the Speak with Dead spell. We're gonna do Speak with Dead spell, talk to the elf, then go to that secret tunnel in the tea shop. Okay, no more pressure, right, you? No, you can keep mentioning it, Ultima Lina. I take no offense. Plus, the more you encourage me to play it, just the more I kind of get excited for it. The angel! She's waiting for me to go down below. Let me talk to her. The porcelain specter hangs delicately in the air before the pillar. Her face is lit up by the dungeon glow. Cleric? You make custom art and other custom stuff. Oh, that's awesome. I'm not really looking to hire, like, purchase anything right now, but as I've told other people, like, if you have a link to a portfolio or like a shop page, you can send that to me and I'll keep track of it, so that when I do feel ready for it, yeah, I'll have it like in my notes. Snell. Snell saying yo to the celestial angel. Yo. No. The goblin shoots her a finger gun before quickly retracting it and taking a step back. Snell does not have Riz. We probably could have guessed. I mean, he looks like he would, you know? Like, he kind of looks like he would. But we are learning that he does not. You can't post your streamer's work on the server because it got stolen before. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, if you ever, like, kind of get it set up again or anything, you can always pop back in. He finds her horrifying. He finds her horrifying? Why? She's an angel. Excuse my companion, he's shy. Yeah, he mutters from the back. I'm just that kind of goblin, shy as can be. He takes another step away from you. Her halo spins slightly off her head, its eyes gazing up and below. It changes. Miasto Glebin, it is in constant flux. The city below, celestial tongue.
Yeah, I've heard. Day by day, little by little. So I wonder if some of the rooms have shifted since we've been last in here. Yeah, his chest says a lot. Snell is brutal. Yeah, his coat with just the chest, just his chest showing. And yeah, Olivia Jo said that sounds good. What remains constant is the tamed quarters, the halls people wander. Oh, I'm supposed to maybe talk to the Corn Lord about something. Maybe the elf? I forget. The Corn Lord wishes this to be apartments one day. What? He wishes to tame it all, this city below. Would be a lot of trouble. This place is way too esoteric. Yes. We don't like Darl. I patrol the halls at intervals. The Tolstad tunnels are well kept due to Lady Sageleaf. Damn straight. He looks proud. However, Tolstad is a strange case. The pillar acts as a beacon, a center for esoteric activity. She places a cold porcelain hand on the stone. Cleric, do you know how far it goes? It'll hurt if you admit it. You've read about the city below. Recall it. Sure. You think he brushes it every day? He would. Snell would definitely brush his chest hair every day. You are so right. You send a friend request. Have a look on Discord. Okay, thanks. The city below is a vast, untamed series of tunnels beneath the city of Norvik. That you know. This is what you do not know. It is an esoterically charged ley line conversion point. Untamed series of tunnels. An esoterically charged ley line conversion point. Some speculate it is due to the pillar, some due to the ancient snail folk who lived here. Yeah, thanks for popping in, Olivia. But in the regions where people do not wander en masse, they quickly attract and form esoteric pockets. It is, for all intents and inclinations, as prone to esotericism as the lands close to the endless wastes, far inland. Ancient snail folk. Huh. Yet, for whatever reason, this effect stabilizes once people come around. Whoa, it's like quantum whatever. Oh yeah, thanks. Enjoy your food. Thanks for popping in. It is not understood why. So, the esoteric pockets stabilize when more humans come? Cleric. Hold on, I'm thinking. The angel glares at you with a few dozen eyes. What was the question again? Right, the depth of the pillar. The Pillar of Jor is an esoteric relic, its secrets still not unraveled. The 8 or 4 pillars present around the coast each go far down, or present around the coast. Each go far down through the gravity flip, piercing the undersea coast. Cleric. Simply tell her it goes down, through the earth, and exists on the other side of the coast, in Kargamesh. So I did all of that thinking, and all I say is it goes to Kargamesh. Hi, Olivia. She is silent for a beat. Yes, that is correct. See? The Pillar of Jor goes into the earth by the undercoast path. That is the deepest you may travel before entering the gravity flip. I've explored it in pieces, but it is a dangerous place. I must go there. It's important for the investigation. She nods. I believe that to be the case as well. There are reports of a man in yellow delving past this point. The same man in yellow who was reported at the tea shop incident. Ah, yeah, I really need to get down there and check it out. She nods again. Her red cape flutters as the angel begins to float out over the abyss. We will meet below. The angel begins to descend. Into the far, far below. A tier will join your party below, but only if you do not go down there solo. I think I've told you this before, but she freaks me out. She freaks me out too, mean it in a good way. I'll say that. Sure. The goblin gives a skeptical glance down below. You will find her below the below. Look down into the darkness and see nothing. I can go into the below. That's maybe just the Secret tunnel I found. Okay, the crypts. There's a handle somewhere? There's like a handle. There it is. Hi, Frigi. Welcome back in. How are you doing? Did you finish your PowerPoint? Is that what you were working on the other day? A stone coffin rests against the wall, of classical dwarven design used for early earthfolk tombs. The lid is sealed tight, almost built into the wall itself. Ornate carvings cover the surface. Symbols of death and rebirth, all dwarven in origin. Forge and hammer. I needed to rotate the handle. Maybe I can examine it though. You run your hand along the stone. Cold, smooth. One PowerPoint finishes, another needs to be done. Oh no. Do you have to make them often? Is that just kind of like mostly what you do? The carvings are deep, deliberate. Something about this feels off. Let's rotate it. You grip the carved skull and twist. A soft click echoes from within the wall. Something has unlocked. Now pull the handle. The handle resists for a moment, then gives way. The secret door! 20% of your time is PowerPoints. Dang. Revealing a narrow staircase descending into the darkness, cold air rushes up. Ancient, stale, the smell of old magic. Oh boy, even deeper, huh? Doom. Into the dark. Well, I hope then that you don't mind making PowerPoints too much. Because that does sound like a lot of time spent on them still. A wooden coffin, it's rotting. We do like a dream patch though. Especially now that I have access to 3rd level spells. What is this? Wait, is this the thing that's gonna give me this speak with dead? A highly decorated skull. Emerald, +1 wisdom. Intelligence, I can pickpocket it. No, let's try and engage with this first. It's palpable. When's the last time I made a PowerPoint? I guess I made like the small one not too long ago for like conducting interviews, but I feel like that doesn't count because I was just putting questions on slides. I haven't made like an informational PowerPoint in years, a very long time. Yeah, quite a while. I do not make PowerPoints often. Stepping into the hidden tomb, you see a colorful display of twinkling light through the gloomy and dusty air. An eerie altar. Placed on top, a skull and several colorful gems. Valuable too. And shiny. Take one. You could get it appraised by someone downtown. The skull is a sign of death. Don't touch anything. Whatever esoteric effect is in place here, do not disturb it. Grab a gemstone, grab the skull, just look around. No, I should not touch anything. I'd probably take so many hit points. I keep saying like take so many hit points. That feels like the wrong terminology, but most of the time your PowerPoints are for conferences. Got it. Is that like directing conferences, or is it like you're giving presentations at conferences? The shrine is quiet. The colorful gems cover this altar, as well as the eye sockets of the central skull. To think this sacrilegious and quite frankly ominous corner could be stashed away in such a holy place. This is Earth's original crypt, for God's sake. Is there no depth of depravity these cultists and undeath enthusiasts can stoop to? Oh, I can yell that Viskin sent me now. Giving presentations, okay. And do they tend to be different? Like each PowerPoint you make has to be pretty different, or can you copy them or kind of like adjust some of the ones you've used before? I'll check out the skull being deformed. The goblin squints. A bit. Depends on what type of skull it is, I suppose. I suppose we should not judge the look of a bejeweled skull. Look at the jaw, it's all wonky. He sighs. I don't like ripping on a dead guy, but yeah, that's one wacky skull. It's talking now!
Halon Bundavel. A wacky skull? You goddamned phrenologist. I just got called a phrenologist. As if lifted by some invisible force, the bejeweled skull rises from the altar. Depends on the research. Most of the time it's different. Gotcha. Its gleaming eyes twinkling in the light, its jaws chattering. The noise causes you to recoil. I'm guessing, yeah, that's, you have to do a lot of public speaking then, right? You're talking in front of a lot of people? Or do you make PowerPoints for other people? Death. No way. The unending wave of dread falls upon your essence, an esoteric force. It is entering your mind. Earth, protect me. Protect you? The goblin tries to grab you, but he freezes and groans. What the hell? He falls to his knees. You barely stand. Viskin sent me down here. What the heck? I can't move. 9 HP? The dread. You resist it. The skull's jaw stops chattering. As the noise disappears, you feel in control once more. You make PowerPoints for yourself. Yeah, a lot of speaking, but you got used to it. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm sure if you were doing it a lot, I guess you would get used to it. You wake me up for some trifling bullshit? You a trifler, huh? It clicks its teeth together. No, sir, please stop making that sound. I'm the cleric. Try not to puke. I'll get more XP from this. Cleric, eh? A cleric of a dead god. The body cannot sustain this undeath. The skull lets out a howling laughter as it shudders about in the air. I am Necrolord Bondival. Necrolord? That is the title of Old Diminor. You've been unfortunate enough to encounter here a remnant of the Arcanist, left to decay into this mad form. A demi-lich. A demi-lich! A horrifying creature. A lich fallen into a state of insanity and decay, rotting into nothing but a skull. It is in many ways the dangerous variant, for its madness is as unpredictable as it is dangerous. I can punch the skull. So I guess if I'd come into this room before meeting Viskin, then I would do this. Satan 5, what's this new reward? Basically, I just turn all the light bars in the room red. So we just make everything red. I am intending, I want to get like some like devil horns, so when we do it, we'll make it all red and I'll put on devil horns. It would be fitting for talking to this demi-lich. I'll say, wait, Viskin sent me here. The skull stops. Viskin? What are you, an apprentice? I'll say yes. Oh, you need to use it sometime. Whenever you want. Ah, what kind of apprentice? Officially, Viskin is a mortician, so... Dentistry? He's teaching me mortuary stuff? I'll say the esoteric kind. Viskin doesn't take on arcane students. Dentistry? He hasn't dealt in that horrid practice for years. He started up again? I don't believe you. He's teaching me mortuary stuff? I'm just getting so called out on this lie right now. So you're the first embalming student he's taken on ever? No way, hombre. I'm not really an apprentice. Hold on. Are you that cleric looking to speak with a dead elf? How did you know that? He rattles a laugh, slowly spinning in the air. Gotta do the teeth chattering. Viskin let me know all about your little situation. Oh, he did? The demi-lich clicks once. You're not very necromantically entangled, are you? I never managed to master that school at the towers. Foul, filthy magic. No, I can't say that. Master it? No one masters it, not even after centuries of scholarship. You see, I'm not just some horny wizard. The skull drops down and flips around on the table. I'm a goddamned mage. You hear the goblin groaning. The lich is surprisingly not a threat. For whatever reason, his intentions are far more sinister. He intends to teach you something.
trained in the arts by Hagen Dim legends, sent to fight on behalf of the greatest empire in the history of Jaws Osprint. Necrolord is not just some title. It's a calling, a dream of undead supremacy. One day, it will be reached. You're the lucky one here, for I will help guide you to a string attunement. A necromantic attunement.
I love this school. Okay. Why should I want to learn necromancy? You'll do that for me? You and your cursed esoteric existence is an abomination. You must be destroyed? Right. Sure, I just have some questions first. No questions. I'll say you'll do that for me?
Of course, I owe it to Viskin for one. And for second, I just love spreading the joy of death magic. As any sane man would.
The skull is not sane, nor a man. Agreed. The skull is not going to kill you, but you do not have the strength to vanquish a demi-lich like this one. So, do it later. DC 24 to attune with necromancy? Tell me about Viskin. The skull looks so happy. I know. The skull, Bondevol is just living his best life as a demi-lich skull down here in this secret chamber. What's not to be happy about that?
Lovely bastard. I gave him a serious case of testicular torsion once. Can't believe he ever forgave me.
Pure evil. The skull lets out a maniacal laugh. What the fuck? Why would you ever do that? I'll say that.
Not like he didn't deserve it. We had a little war going on, okay? I had just left my position at the Fortress of Adun. It was 30-ish years, I believe, right when your Earthfolk had begun growing quite bold up on River Torna. So I decided to sneak into your city here. That's when I saw him. An old opponent, Viskin. I immediately remembered his ugly mug and his rotten soul engineering.
Soul engineering? Just how old is Viskin then?
No clue. Maybe 100? 200? Either way, I decided to kill him and take his place among the mortals of Norvik. A couple of magic duels, an assassination attempts later, and we were at a stalemate. Although I'd consider it more as me just getting tired of hunting him down all the time. Him and his goons. Our battles came to an end, though, when the local vampire started messing with both of us, threatened to expose us. So we joined up. Team up of the century, or that decade at least.
You two fought a vampire together?
Was an epic duel of the shadowy fates.
The skull bounces around.
Together, however, the vampire was easily eliminated. In the aftermath, we decided to work together. Viskin even helped me get this sweet alcove for myself. We share research from time to time, and work together to figure out the mystery of...
He stops.
I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about something else.
What's that about research?
Nothing, that's nothing.
He says no more. Did you turn into a skull in that battle with the vampire?
A skull?
He makes a motion that could be interpreted as a shrug.
I'm a bit bony, but a skull. Don't be preposterous.
The demi-lich is clearly unaware of his own situation. He's either deluded or there is some esoterical effect placed upon his memories. A memory-altering spell by Viskin, perhaps? That's wild. Okay, I'll move on. Can I reduce this at all? I could do another enhance ability and bless. Okay. Intelligence. Wait, okay. No, what I'm gonna do... I'll probably cast the spells anyways, but I'm gonna... Since I can come back to this, I'm gonna up my intelligence again with some things. All of these are minus intelligence. Come on, I've got to have some stuff. Okay, incense bowl. Plus intelligence. This, plus 2 intelligence.
the Pavis. This is +1. +1. Can I switch that? This is +1 intelligence and wisdom. Anything else? I'll just keep that. The undercommon +1 intelligence minus constitution. I should see if I can equip that. Slowly regenerate HP over time. This is a +2 intelligence, so I shouldn't replace that. Okay. We are equipped. Cleric. So loud. Okay. I gain advantage against those creatures. Would that be like on a check? I kind of doubt it. Okay. Wait, did enhance ability not do anything here? Was it already... It's not showing on here. Maybe it was already gone. Oh god. The 6? Oopsies. The skull does a little dance. The strings are always different for each school, aesthetically speaking. Everyone views them differently. Abjuration to me is steel, evocation is lightning, necromancy is flesh. Perhaps that can help. This mad demi-lich offers you knowledge, but you do not need it. Show him. Of course you can attune to necromancy easily. You're a genius. You can attune to any magic known to man or beyond. Do you remember? Yeah, I remember that course in school. Yes, all clerics underwent the undeath control class. They focused mostly on hostile destruction of undeath, not so much on the management of it. But the teacher cast an animation spell to create a zombie for you all to train on. The strings, they were pale like death. Hold out a hand towards the skull. Yes, try it. He giggles in that sort of insane, creepy way. There are many strings. Twist this one. You do so, and the string goes dark, black as night. Ew, 11 HP, it flies into your chest. Scream and convulse. Oh gods. You fall to your knees, they are weak. They cannot help it now, Goblin. He laughs. You did something all right. Get up and groan. You tossed a ton of negative energy. You tossed a ton of negative energy right into your damn heart. First time I've seen someone do that and live. Impressive. You are alive, are you? Not a zombie or something behind that thing on your head? Mumbles something incoherent. That's the spirit. Try again later. You'll get it eventually. Maybe you should rest first or something. He sounds worried. He should be. You understand it better now that you've seen the pale string. It only goes down, it goes from a 24 DC down to 19 only. Okay, I can short rest. 2 hit points back. Unlocked all ability checks. Nice. Bless expired though. I should definitely recover some hit points. I would love now that I've used up all of this thaumaturgy, able to get hit points from things. That's tough. That's okay. I do have a lot of healing stuff. Maybe not a lot. Oh yeah, I have one of these slog dogs. 7 HP. I can go buy more of those too. What does this do? Let's just do some of these. And I have so many apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The best place to relax, truly. Just in front of a demi-lich where there's a rotting coffin. I love these noises. Okay. Failed once, not again. Come on. Enhance ability. Bless. See, the enhance ability still... You're kidding me.
Not a frigging not one.
This is all the same dialogue. Will it reduce the DC again?
Duh, 12.
All the same dialogue. I'm alive, I think. That's the spirit. To try again later. Maybe you should rest. Oh, it's gonna be the same DC. 12 hit points. Let's just go again right now. There we go. Nat 1 followed by a nat 20. Sometimes Skull sounds like your grandma. Don't tell your grandma that. Okay, think. This demi-lich believes himself to be your teacher here. He might be insane, but there is still some knowledge to be had, if you can decipher it. Hold out a hand. Tell me as best as you can. The school of necromancy. How do I master it? Strings are strings. They are equal but different. You must have seen a lot, since you have them running through your flesh in the masses. I do. He continues. A string of necromancy becomes that when it intersects with negative energy. Thus it begins to look like flesh to me, for example. I have surely as many strings going through my existence as you do, except mine are necromantic. Yours are... The skull shakes a bit. Many others. How do you deal with strings usually? When I attune with strings, I twist them. Ah, so that is how you cast your organized spells, then. Necromancy is special because of that negative energy. Twisting a necromantic string would hurt, naturally, if you were anything but not alive. A living necromancer learns to either manage the pain through mutilation, religious fervor, physical numbness, or they learn to cut the string. Cut? Heck yes, Seribot coming in clutch again, banning a message. Good job, Seribot. Everyone uses different terminology. You might have heard it called willing the string, or mastering it. It's the step every spellcaster must go through to reach the higher two magic. They must learn to manipulate the string's shape. The shape of the string? Yes. But it doesn't have a shape, it's just a dot. The skull laughs mockingly. Why do you think they call it a string, then, dumbass? It measures change over time. You might have grabbed and twisted your strings in the moment, but cutting a string means grabbing it independently from all its other parts, in the past and in the future. Don't just twist it, separate it from itself. The intelligence going, of course. The talk about mastering strings, it all makes sense now. The string goes through time. Manipulating it more closely requires it to be twisted only in the now, without the other baggage. So much talking. And a lot of Horace talking. I should maybe reconsider this voice. Yes. Locate a string near Bondival, a pale string. And hairs in the mouth. Uh-oh. There we go. Yes. Twist it. Wait, why am I twisting it? I'm supposed to cut it. Ah, shit. Open your eyes. That hurts. What? You twisted the string into a cure wounds, you idiot. Hurts like a... what do you say? Motherfucker. I failed. The skull laughs intensely. Yeah, the letters shake in such a funny way. It's very,
I don't know, because they're kind of like all rotating and doing weird stuff. It's funny. You did great, cleric, or should I say, necromancer. That was a cure wounds for sure, but a necromantic cure wounds. Instead of a cure wounds cast through sissy abjuration or hardcore flesh meddling transmutation, you now manage to simply remove the negative energy to reach the same conclusion. Healing. Although yes, it did hurt like all hells, since negative energy obviously is kind of my thing here as a glorious lich.
Oh, so I mastered necromancy?
An overstatement, perhaps, but you should be able to cast the one spell you're looking for at least. Speak with the dead.
Yeah, because they shake like the sideways and up and down and diagonally, and they're all shaking at different speeds.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's great. It would be extremely useful for the case, obviously. The skull nods.
You want a spell scroll?
That'd be useful, yes. The skull widens its jaw. Then it coughs up a tiny spell scroll into the altar. Grab it reluctantly. Terrible, but a spell is a spell.
You've earned it, my evil apprentice.
As long as you use it for selfless goals, there's no evil in such magic. Probably. Glorious. Another tier of magic unlocked.
It shakes like jelly. Yes, it definitely is. Your voice is holding up very well. After 2 hours, I can't speak anymore. Thanks. It's because I'm chugging through the water. I'm getting through it. And you're so right about it shaking like jelly. That's a very good way to explain it.
Even if it's just a 3rd level spell, this will surely lead to greater things in the future.
If you have any other questions, go ahead.
Speak with dead. That's 5 questions, right?
Yes, indeed. Plus, the spell does not allow the spirit to learn anything new. It just literally animates a simile of the creature. There's an extraction tool. Or it's an extraction tool, not a way to learn information.
So if a person is being targeted by Speak with Dead and then resurrects, that person will not remember the questions or the answers it gives?
Not one bit.
I wonder if the cleric's now wondering if he gave up information when he died from the river.
Except, of course,
yes,
there have been recorded instances of it happening. Rare. Very rare.
Wait, when I first started this game, it was a black screen and there was like a little floating orb and I was being asked questions. I was being asked like what my purpose was, what I was supposed to be doing, and different things like that. So that must have been Viskin or someone doing a Speak with Dead and asking me questions before they resurrected me.
But only for creatures entangled so heavily in the strings of Jor that their spirit itself grows tendrils, so to speak. If the spirit lives entirely within the strings, then it theoretically could listen in on the Speak with Dead conversation.
Whoa.
But that's entirely based on conjecture along with some instances I've encountered during my necromantic studies. Nothing to base a worldview on, wouldn't you say?
Interesting.
Indeed. Good job on this. I can see you have an extreme talent for handling strings, beyond what I've seen in many youngsters. I would love to watch you burn out on the battlefield among hags and legionnaires.
The skull lets out a crazed laughter while spinning around in the air.
Anything else you want?
That'll be it. Okay. I got Speak with Dead. I'm real low on spell slots. I'm low on health. But I feel like I want to go into the city below today, because I think tomorrow's my last day to do anything. But I could maybe just, I don't know, hope that I can get through it all tomorrow in the one day. Because I'm kind of uncertain if they said the election was happening in 5 days. I don't know if that means I get a day 5 or if it happens after that. What is this now? A place where death ends. Is this because of my thaumaturgy? Nat 1, only 3 hit points. Tough. Okay. You think the skull will come to you in his sleep? We're all gonna have nightmares of the skull tonight. All I need right now is to speak with dead. I'm gonna have to set these again later anyways. Finish. Okay. We're talking to the skull, or to the elf. What are these? Magic items belonging. Bracers of Thievery. +2 dexterity. Lowers the DC of trifling checks by your proficiency. That's nice. Could I speak to dead to all these other dead things? Alright. We're going. Speak with dead. With little fanfare nor any magical sparks, you see a slight twitch on the scorched body. And it will be with my voice. I'm so sorry. As long as the mouth remains somewhat intact, the spell will allow it to speak. There's something wrong about this. It is sacrilegious, but perhaps the animated spirit will give you something useful in retribution. As if they weren't turned to a coal-like substance, the lips begin to move, like sludge. A faint wheezing comes out of its throat. Horrific. Do I ask in present or past tense? What are the rules of this again? I get 5 questions. I'm ready. Remember, cleric, 5 questions. That's all you get, so make them count. Be polite. Ask her if you can get her some tea or something. She obviously liked tea. Wait, there are so many different questions I can ask. Can I get you something tea? What was your name? What's it like being dead? What are you, were you, voting in the election? Why were you in the tea shop when it exploded? Who killed you? How did you die? How did you live? Where did you die? What was your favorite color? Why were you at the tea shop? Where did you live? Did anyone want to kill you? Who did you work for? What's the meaning of life? Let's start with why were you in the tea shop when it exploded? Pinja Athena. So I'm already getting her name now. I don't even have to ask her. A meeting. A planned meeting. With my friend. The lovely hag. A freelance hag. Snell gives you a look. So, we gotta find a hag now? This is getting messy. Okay, I'll look at what a hag is. A spellcaster focused on communing with powerful primal and esoteric forces, always feminine, often employed as freelancers. They're very common around the coast, ever since the MHR initiative during the Coast War. I have some new questions here now. What was this meeting you had planned in the tea shop? Who actually came to this meeting? Let's do what was the meeting. It was a sale, a negotiation with my Freestrider contact. Oh, interesting. That's 2. 3 more questions. Did anyone want to kill you? Who did you work for? Let's ask who she worked for. Ilum, myself, my heart, in reverse order. What a tragedy. Why make it so complicated? Just say it is the correct. Just say it in the correct order. Duh. 3 asks, 2 more. Dang, that got me nothing. Who actually came to this meeting? Not the one I expected. You see Snell mouth, and it was. The ruined body convulses, soot and charred flesh cracking and creasing, as if it is attempting to rise to get away. The state. Huh? One of her hands, burnt and stale, attempts to unfurl its fingers. It breaks as it does, black dust falling to the table. But it is clear she is attempting to point. It was you. What? Melina, have a good night. Thanks for coming in and keeping me company. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you sleep well. It was the cleric? But the cleric was sent to the city to investigate. Was someone posing as the cleric? Who killed you? Did anyone want to kill you? If I said who killed you, I feel like she's gonna say it was me. Or should I ask, did anyone want to kill you? Where did you die? How did you die? I think I'm gonna ask who killed you. At a most interesting place. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. Gotta keep the voice well hydrated. I know we are kind of at an interesting point, but I think this is mostly it, and it's gonna wrap up. And a stretch. Thank you. I'll stretch while we read this. Who killed you? I did. Wait, did she set off the bombs? The goblin leans in, eyebrows raised. Fascism chose the path. I chose the end. Huh. So she set it off herself. The stretching does feel good. Thank you, Melina. And yes, I hope you sleep well. Snell scowls. Huh? Fascism forced her to, blow up the tea shop. Right. Well, that's like the Free Striders, right? Hold on, Snell. That could be really deep and meaningful information. Bye! Thanks again for being here. Yeah, well, find me someone in Oscan who isn't bound by fascist ideals, and I'll give you 1,000 crowns. The Ilum could be considered fascist, as could every effective government. That is reductive. A fascist state would not be described as such when its core does not uphold values of personal rights. Or would be described as such. The corpse's mouth stiffens once more, and the mimicking of life ends. That is 5. Alright, cool. What did we learn? It's an elf? That's true, it's an elf, but whoever showed up wasn't her friend. Instead, he gives you a solid stare. She said it was you. I was not at the tea shop during the explosion. Yeah? I was at the towers. My patriarch can vouch for me, even if he really doesn't like me. I believe you. My head is a mess, but yeah, no, don't worry about it. Huh? We sent for you. If there was some deep state conspiracy and you somehow blew up the tea shop, why would they send you to investigate it? To cover my tracks? You haven't really done that from what I've seen, so don't worry. I don't suspect you of anything. My guess is it's another agent of the state responsible. What? The elf points at you, or tries to, and says you're the one she saw at the tea shop? Yeah, no. She means a cleric, or an earth guard, or something like that. 100%. That makes a lot more sense than me having amnesia. So I'm not the one who... I was starting to doubt my own sanity there for a second. I'm gonna say, so I'm not the one who... Yeah, it's not like memory-changing spells don't exist, but it's too much. Gotta follow the simplest answer, and that's not you being a secret bad guy. So now, we look for more clues. Frank, son of Frank, the witness. We gotta find that fucker. Let's follow the leads. Some interesting stuff to think about. The goblin nods, then gives you a thumbs up. Nice job on the spell, cleric. Give him a thumbs up back, then leave. Ooh, okay. I don't... Okay, so we found out that... Well, we think she set off the explosion because someone appeared at her meeting. someone of the state that she wasn't expecting. And they were potentially going to do something. And she just decided to set off the explosions herself. But she was the only body there. So whoever showed up would have escaped, which was potentially just the Frank son of Frank. Okay, I want to go back to the tea shop to check out that secret passage that was there. And I should switch back the things I want. Okay, so I got this ring. I have my prayer book set. I want the awesome sword. Advantage against elves. Oh, wait. Spell scroll of detect poison and disease. A spell scroll for a spell you really, really don't need for this particular adventure. Looks cool, though. Okay, so this isn't something I learned. It's just something I can equip. Lowers the DC of trifling checks by your proficiency. So I do usually have this one equipped for lock picking, but I think I'll have... Wait. But this is an advantage in esoteric events. Maybe I'll keep that equipped for now, and I can hopefully just equip those things when I try to steal stuff. The secret tunnel. Upper Tolstad. Will it show where I am in my journal? Upper Tolstad. No, it's not really on the map. Waterland View, Goblin Garden, the Drunk Sphinx. Who doesn't love a good lever? Let's pull it. Maybe it's trapped. A lever on the wall of this dark chamber. It is probably connected with an opening and entrance. The goblin lets out a single sound. Then he just takes a step back. Hold on. I think I accidentally equipped my ugly scarf instead of Meek. Wait, there it is.
Huh?
Oh, yes, Meek. Oh, Meek knows this. Meek knows this. Pull lever. We'll open secret door. That how old master always put it. Lever equal secret door. Levers can sometimes be used for other stuff too, you know. They can? Yeah, like... Yes? Like, your goblin companion also gets sucked into thought, clearly struggling to come up with a single thing that would need the use of a large wooden lever like this. Like what, master? A drawbridge. A drawbridge. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a drawbridge. A drawbridge? Yeah. Oh. Master is so smart. I'm only as smart as the people in my party. Humble master. Very humble. Meek learn much. Very good. Very good. Drawbridge. Same. Oh. Maybe master will come up with the answer later. Meek look forward to it. You don't want to pull the lever with me, Snow? No, thank you. I'm going to assume it won't spring a trap or flood this strange chamber. The lever appears stuck. Ah, yes, it is connected with the passage to the tea shop, which you have already opened. Oh, so if I'd come from the other direction. It's just barely out of reach. Where is the freaking mage hand? Behind the bars, you see a very, very fancy warhammer. Cool. Looks dwarven. Yes, dwarven. Their craftsmanship is amazing. You also see a bag of griffin fodder goodies. Quite the expensive treat. Niche, too. Appears to be almost 100% meat. You could reach it easily. Dexterity. Reach in and get it. Impossible. Strength is daunting. Let's grab the griffin fodder. Reaching in between the bars, you easily scoop up a handful of the stinky little nuggets and toss them into your pouch of holding. This isn't even an item. It's just mush. You're pushing mush into the pouch. This does not count as loot in any shape, way, or form. You refuse to consider this loot in any way. This mush is not loot. You will not be able to find it in your inventory. It is anti-loot. But everything else I get counts as loot? This does not. Now stop thinking about the mush. That's funny. Let's try to lift the bars to get it. Will that do it? No, I was just one off. You squat down, grabbing the bar at a slightly awkward angle, and then lift. You push hard, and without moving the bars at all, you feel your back breaking, your spine. You hear a crack. Come on, I was one off. You stumble back, in pain, but perhaps now you've warmed it up. Next time should be easier. Yes. Can I try it again? It doesn't look like it'll be easier. The goblin who has been glaring at your awful form mutters, "Please don't." Maybe I have to interact with it again. Nope, it's the same. One more time. Come on. Oh, that's not any better. Dang it. The hammer's probably not that special. But I do kind of have a lot of shards left. I'm gonna leave it. That son of a bitch, he's got a whole horde back here. What are these? You check inside the crate. Potions. Several layers of them, wrapped in Reedsian newspapers. Someone has written with big letters on the inside of the crate. Spoiled potions batch. Do not drink. Check the date on the newspapers. It says Cronus 26 PE on most of them. Last year. Some of these are from your birthday last year. Are they all spoiled? It appears so. They must have been removed from another shipment. When checking potions, one would make use of a detect potion purity spell. These potions must have been detected as ineffective and placed here for later disposal. Okay, I'm not going to mess with them. What about these ones? 3 potions of healing? Heck yes. 2 potions of healing? Dang. No, another thing out of reach? Maybe the scroll for Mage Hand will be in here. Peeking inside this lockbox reveals... Oh, holy shit. Gauntlets of Ogre Power? Wait, that'll help with a door. Says Joanne, CEO. Major Quam... Eulis something. The Drake Slayer. Such an artwork. A helmet. Plus dexterity, intelligence, minus the constitution. Oh, a ladder. Bag of holding. +1 constitution, +1 wisdom, minus intelligence. No secrets in here. Triple D, the man, the myth, the lad who is mad. I got another nat 1 on this? The one time that I'm actually doing thaumaturgy to like look for things to give me hit points, and I've rolled nat 1s on both of them. Can I go up here? A button. Should I press it? A button on the wall of this dark chamber. It is probably connected with these strange stairs leading to nothing. The goblin lets out a single sound, then he just takes a step back. That was the same with the lever. Oh, Meek knows this, Meek knows this. Push button, will open secret door. That is how Old Master always put it. Button equals secret door. Wait, this is the same thing. Buttons can sometimes be used for other stuff, you know? They can? Yeah, like, yes. Like, Snow's thinking, like what, Master? An elevator. An elevator. Oh yeah, one of those. Elevator? Yeah, it's like a push up and, or goes up and down. You press a button to make it move. Oh, Master is so smart. Thank you, I am. Oh, no, I said the other thing. Humble Master, very humble. Meek learn much. Very good, very good. Elevator. Same. Oh, maybe Master will come up with the answer later. Meek look forward to it. Press the button. You do so, putting a fair bit of force on it. As you do, a groaning sound fills the chamber. A secret passage opens at the end of the stairs. Logically, this would lead to the Temple of Earth. Great. So maybe the temple came down here. Whoops. Okay, we're gonna try to open this now. Wait. Ah, shoot. I need to equip the gauntlets. And some other strength things. +1 strength. That gives me +1 strength. Charisma. So that's a +1 strength. Sure, let's just do some of these other things. Key. -2 strength. Don't want that. +1 strength. Is there a paper that'll give me +1 strength? What about this other helmet? No. Okay. Now let's try it again. Nat 20. I didn't even need all the things equipped. Perfect form. As you push it upwards, you hear the iron grinding. It's moving. Lift it up fully. Raising your body, pushing your muscles to the limit, you manage to actually stand up. Whoa. Damn. He is impressed. Quickly grab the warhammer. The bars shut hard and loud onto the ground before you, but in your hands, the adamantine warhammer? Great job. You got yourself a fancy hammer. As you hold it up, you are confused. Adamantium. It is extremely light. Ah, the material. It is not great for a bludgeoning weapon. What? Try to hit Snell. You swing at his head. What are you? The hammer bounces off him with a loud pang. The goblin steps back, a shocked expression on his face. The fuck? Wait, is that a warhammer that is completely useless? Yep, adamantium. Ah, I've heard about this. It's like a status symbol, right? Oh well. Might intimidate someone at least. All the weapons are pretty useless. +1 dexterity, +1 charisma. Okay. Setting all my stuff back. The prayer book, where are you? There you are. Okay, perfect. And I can't do anything about that right now. Let's see where these go. A ladder down goes all the way to Pillar Crossing. Where's that gonna put me out? Whoa. Has that always been something I can discover? Gosh dang it. I feel like maybe it has been. That's what I get. Okay, so that wasn't the locked tunnel. The rat! No! Wait, gosh dang it! I can move that brick. What brick? Something here? More crates. Okay, this is my spell preparation thing. What brick? Detect secrets. Do I want to speak with animals up? Maybe I don't need that. Shield of Faith. Enhance ability, protection, knock, revivify. Maybe Crusader's Mantle, that might be helpful. Okay. I can push that brick. What brick? The election is very soon. Wait, okay, I have to go this way. There's Duck. Oh, this, here. This tile is loose. Spent ring of spell storing. He's watching over you. A compact ring tingles with esoteric might. It is ancient, made entirely out of brass, and inside the top shell, you can feel. You know, there is a tiny scroll. However, that scroll has been long since spent on some divine spell. How do you know that? Again, you can feel it. Its original use is long lost, but keeping it around seems good. Perhaps the previous owner was a good man, if he left it behind in the Temple of Earth. +1 strength and wisdom. But I kind of like having the advantage on esoteric events. Oh, what happens if I examine the bag of holding? Is there going to be something in there? What you found here is a very popular and extremely useful magic item, a bag of holding. Oh, Meek knows this. It is hold that he saw and then spits out. Old Master had one with teeth. Very rude one. No way. Way. What's interesting is whoever left this behind could definitely have stored a bunch of cool stuff inside. It could be anything. Expensive magic items, relics of divine might, messages from lost people and their culture, the doom of our existence. Oh yes, but more importantly, it could have a hoard of crowns. Try to grab the contents. As you do, the bag shivers in your hands. The usual trick of just turning it inside out or holding a hand in front of it while thinking of the thing doesn't seem to work. It's broken or cursed. Damn it, how will I get the potential stuff inside then? You could always try to force it. The smartest move would be to examine the bag closer. Moderate, challenging, moderate, godlike. Shove your head inside. Shove your arm inside and root around. Let's try the strength. Uh-oh. Nothing at all. You wave your arm around inside until something sticks you. Ouchie. As you rip it out of the bag, a sharp pain runs across your palm. Something cut you inside. Something sharp. Tough. Let's try the constitution. And hope I roll good. The last thing you hear is Nell saying something about health and safety. Then you shove your head into the bag, and inside you see darkness. Close your eyes and feel. Something inside reacts with you. Something near. Something close. Your stomach grumbles. Yeah, I am pretty hungry, actually. Hungry for one thing. One thing. Apple. As you speak the word, your vision becomes clouded in pure red. A wave of apples smash against your face in the void. Plop your head out from the bag. As you do, following your head is a stream of apples. They fly all around you. They spill out onto the ground, all around like little red treasures. At first surprise, your companion's expression soon turns into wariness. Of course. What did I expect? You may begin. Pick up an apple. You do so, taking one of the many from the ground. Pick up an apple. Wait, I'm gonna keep picking up apples. That is a great source of HP. It's done. Though time and strings you have become... Oh, I accidentally picked... I'm done looting now. The apple boy. You leave many apples around you on the ground. Such littering is bad. Snell avoids stepping on one. Can we go now? Wait, can I find other things? Let's try the intelligence. Uh-oh. Please don't damage me. Nothing interesting. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it. I kind of wish I had gotten more apples. At least I can consume some of the apples. I think that'll be okay for now. Inflict wounds. That would be a nice spell. Dang. And I want the crypt key. What was the thing I get? Okay, let's try to up my dex. I'm gonna try to take these things. Oh, this is +2 dex. +1 dexterity. Here, this is what I wanted. +1 dexterity. +2 dexterity. Alright, let's give it a go. less. We'll use some incense. Enhance ability. Oh, heck yes. I got the key. Heck yes. Inflict wounds. Should I try taking the weapon? A DC 22? It's such a good weapon. I had 2 good rolls. I should have known that would have been a failure. In a swift move, the Dark Knight wraps your hand in a cold embrace. You hear a cracking sound as he squeezes hard around it. I'm glad I healed. Say nothing, just take it. He lets go of your wrist. Saying nothing, he turns back to looking into nothing. Okay, what if I short rest? I also need to log off soon. But we'll see. We'll see what I can do. Restored 1 second level spell slot. Unlocked all ability checks. Oh, it's dusk. Come on, come on. Oh no. Oh, 11 HP. Dang it, if I could have just rolled this good on the other ones. I don't need the weapon. But what if I short rest again? This is wasting 1 hour. I am feeling now like I'll probably try to long rest and then go into the city below. But I also kind of want to see if I can get into that building after midnight. Okay, let's cast a little Cure Wounds, actually. I'm using all of my spell slots. Come on. Come on. No! Why can't I roll as good as I had? Alright, we're giving up on it. We're giving up on it. It's not meant to be. I wasn't meant to be a pickpocketer. What do I want? Equipped. Guess that. Sword. The prayer book. Pocket watch. Meek. And I can always put these gauntlets on if I need more strength, although I should maybe have those on if I'm going to go down into the down below, because for any encounter I think it'll help to have higher strength. I'm going in. Oh, these are these stairs. You are within the Red Rock of Tolstad. Anything here? I didn't actually think I'd be able to get to these stairs. I always just thought they were kind of You're kidding me. This just goes down to the crypt? You're kidding. That's so unhelpful. It's 8 p.m. here. Okay. Well, I mean, my next step is to go into the city below. I could just do that. I could just do that until it gets past midnight, and then I could go up and go to that area, or go to the building at the windmill and then long rest and then come back into the city below. Oh, I have a lot of things that I can take root with, because these will... I did those 2 already. I have 3 different things I can take root with, which will give me more feats, I believe. So I need to remember to do that next time too. Who brought this necklace of fireballs to Norvik? Who used it and why? You have until the election to figure out. You've picked a side. The HBT will surely be in your favor now. Huh. You stood up to something. Okay. So I need to remember windmill after midnight. Do the take root things. And now we're just exploring the Undercity. I don't know how I have not found this mage hand scroll. Because there were things that said that it should be somewhere like above city. Or that like it likely is. That seemed the biggest indication, so I guess there's still stuff I haven't explored. Oh, I need to return the ink to Modisa. I doubt she would give me a mage hand scroll, but you never know. You never know. Okay. I need to hop off to go prep for a meeting, but yeah, that was pretty much a solid 3 hours, and we spoke to the elf, explored the tea shop a little bit more, we found the owner. None of that really gave us much, but we have the tools, I think, to go into the city below. And I think we have like 1 day left, potentially. Oh, thanks, Blue Owl. Yeah, thanks for hanging out and watching. Oh, nope, don't load a file. Do not load a file. We'll save a file. Yeah, so tomorrow's stream will be, I'm hoping, I think it'll be kind of morning-ish. My goal is like starting at 10 a.m. PT, but it'll just depend on if I like wake up to any important work stuff. Yeah, and so we'll go to the windmill, we'll return the ink, we'll check out the city below, try to find the witness, and hopefully make some big progress on the story. We're reaching the end, which is exciting. Very exciting. Okay, yeah. I hope everyone has a good rest of their Monday. Thanks for hanging out and keeping me company. The story's getting exciting, and hopefully I will see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your days, everyone. Bye.